Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably move
Okay.
Winter over from like the left side. You wouldn't you and Winter need to swap spots for this instance.
Yeah, I have a scene that's called "I'm the DM."
Just this one.
Uh,
Okay. Blah.
so so y'all ready?
Yep.
Yes. Do you want
So
us
you,
to have your stream up, by the way?
I'm not streaming.
Oh, okay.
I was going to, but
Why am I so
to be
tall?
honest, I don't know. I don't know what I would stream, so I'm just gonna record and post it.
All right.
It's
Um,
it's just gonna be black screen on my end, except for the talking heads.
I do want to let you all know ahead of time that every single one of these sessions will be streamed, except for this one.
Mhm.
This one's just being recorded. So, what you say during the campaigns, uh, they can't be anything that would get me banned on Twitch or YouTube.
So no hating on Twitch.
No racism, no. Uh, so there's racism in the world, but it's not the racism that we as a society look down as bad.
Yeah, fantasy racism, which is
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm fine with that. Just don't use anything profound.
I mean, in all honesty, that was one of the things I was going to say for one of my boundaries is I'm okay with fantasy racism. It's so long as it like doesn't like border into real life racism because that's just no. I don't stand for that.
Yep.
Uh,
And hating on people just because they're themselves, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
no IRL racism.
Like
I
the
mean,
whole
that's
"don't be
just
trash"
general.
meme that I recently came across.
I'll get down to that, like your discomforts and what you don't want from the campaign.
Of course,
So
Dylan.
so just keep that in mind. But as you already saw, this campaign is called the Hollow King Awakens. Sorry, the Hollow King Awakens.
Chet,
It
sorry, I didn't mean
is
to.
a. No, you're good. It is a precursor campaign. So this is a campaign that leads into another campaign. So
Mhm.
this one is going to be fairly short. I'm estimating around 4 to 6 sessions, depending on how fast or slow you all are. Um,
How much loot whoring are we gonna do?
how much what?
Loot whoring are we gonna do? That really depends.
Enough.
I will say I am not using the over encumbrance rules.
At
All
all?
right.
I'm not. No, you will not become over encumbered.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So if you want to carry everything you see in the world, go right ahead.
Picks up 50 logs of like wood for no reason.
But yeah, the Hollow King Awakens. It is going to be you're starting at level 10.
Oh wow.
All right.
And you're going to play until level 15.
Okay.
So you're gonna level up basically every session, pretty much.
Oh, are you
And
using XP or milestones?
uh, it's a mix of both.
Okay.
So basically, you'll be getting enough encounters to level you up once, and if the encounters don't equal a level up, I'm just gonna give you the level up per session.
Oh, okay.
Because that's just how I want it to go for this campaign in particular. The next one, it won't work like this.
Okay.
So in this one, I would assume you all know Lord of the Rings.
We're familiar, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty inspired off of that.
Okay.
Nice.
you in this campaign you will be playing as the orcs.
Ooh. Oh my
You-
god!
Oh
I
no.
just before this, I was literally working on an orc character. So
That's perfect.
Um, so
sorry.
you will all be playing as orcs, and I am limiting it, but if you really want to, you can play as a different race. I am limiting it to half orc base, orc, goblin, hobgoblin, and kobold.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
I should definitely write some of that down.
Don't worry, this will all be on my GitHub as well.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, wait.
You can take your own notes. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Go
Half
right ahead
orc,
if you want.
orc, kobold, or goblin.
And then I'm not gonna restrict any classes, but I will say, unless if you really want to play a wizard, you will have to be a human.
Hmm.
That is within the orc faction, and I will only allow one.
Okay.
But
So any other spell class but wizard?
sorcerer, and warlock are fine.
Okay. Interesting.
Bard,
What about druid?
druid is fine.
Okay.
I'm just limiting wizard to a human race. So if
Okay.
you really want to play wizard, I will allow you to be a human. We just have to work on your backstory to fit it in. But yeah, so earning XP, it'll just be from slaying enemies, non-violent encounters, and social interactions.
Okay.
So if you finish an encounter by killing all the enemies, you get XP. If you finish the encounter without killing anyone, you get the same amount of XP that you would if you killed them all, and you get XP for social interactions.
Okay.
Leveling up will be at the end of every game.
Okay.
And then, were there any questions for that kind of stuff?
Are we going to be doing multi-classing, or is this just
Yes.
straight up? Okay.
You can multi-class, and I do have some homebrewed subclasses.
Okay.
If you all want to know them right now or later.
As you're able to.
We can go over them right now, I guess, since we're talking about it. Subclasses. So I have 3 new subclasses: one for the barbarian, one for the fighter, and one for the ranger. I don't have names for them.
Okay.
And I don't have them on D&D Beyond. So you would have to keep track of these yourself. But for barbarian, by the way, I should mention the basis of this is 5.5e.
Okay, so the new rules.
Yes, you can. So 2024, you can use 5e 2014 classes and subclasses. That is totally fine with me. But if you want, you can also use 5.5e. If you don't, if you don't go with like my subclasses, you can use 2014, 2024, whatever. I don't care. But for the barbarian, I don't have names, like I said. On level 3, your melee hits heal you for your proficiency. You gain a new ability, Slam Down. You jump 5 feet into the air, slamming down your melee, dealing 1d6 plus your strength. On Slam Down, if the target is in the air, you drag them down to the ground, dealing 1d4 per 5 feet. And if the target is on the ground, they must contest a DC 6 plus athletics check with either dex or strength. On fail, they get pushed 5 feet up or away. You gain another ability, rushing ram. So basically, if you take this subclass, if you decide to go down this class, you don't have a normal head.
Okay.
Okay.
You dabbled in the dark arts, by the way. If you take this barbarian subclass, you dabbled in the dark arts, and as a gift of the dark arts, your head got replaced by either a goat, a ram, a moose, a deer, something with antlers.
Alright.
You don't have to. You can just give your character antlers or horns. That's fine with me. But that is the premise of the subclass, is that your head transforms into an animal with some torp of horns or antlers. But rushing ram is the second ability you earn. You charge 10 feet in a straight line. Only stopping early. You stop early if you hit an object or a creature that is in your way. Actually, you know what? Let me export it to PDF so you all can look at it.
Yeah, that'd
I was
be
going to say,
easy.
if you're able to give us somewhere where we can actually read it over as well, like post everything, that would be great.
I finally enabled dark
My-
mode on Notepad++.
I've been using Obsidian.
Oh, that's a better idea. Let me just use Obsidian.
I posted it in the chat.
Let's make a new workbook.
I did. I'll probably, if I make any changes, I will let you know before the first session. I'm still kind of balancing it, but I do a balancing sweep this morning, and I did change a lot of things. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when it comes, carry on.
What's up? I didn't. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying it's understandable. I mean, like when because I've been watching a lot of Critical Role. Like Matt Mercer had homebrewed a gunslinger class for Taliesin, and he, like, even like as late as like 70 odd episodes, he was still balancing shit. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's normal considering like play versus on sheet can always tend up being a little bit different as is. So if you need to balance shit later on, you need to balance it. It happens. There's no shame in
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Just let me know if you're going to look at it. Just let me know if you have it open so I can continue.
I'm looking.
Right, you all good? For me to continue?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
Shut. Okay.
Go ahead.
Where did I start at? Oh yeah. So you charge 10 feet. They must contest a DC 8 athletics check with either Dex or Strength. And on fair, they go 5 feet in the air. And when you hit with the rushing ram, you can do a one-handed melee as part of that same action. And your charge does a 1d8 piercing damage. Level 6 slam down. Slam down can now be used both as an action and a bonus action, so you can do it twice in one round.
Damn.
Slam down will now push all enemies that are medium and smaller within 5 feet of the initial target. But the surrounding targets on the ground that are medium and smaller, they must contest a DC 3 plus athletics check with either Dex or Strength. And on fail, they get pushed up or away 5 feet.
All right.
Level 6 rushing ram. On hit, you either do you can either do a slam down or two or one-handed melee attack. You sound like you had a question.
Oh no. I was just
Okay.
Me.
No, you're good. You're good. At level 10, rushing ram now counts as a melee attack for your healing. While raging and not wearing armor, increase your move speed by 5 feet. Rushing ram, if you hit an enemy with the charge, the movement does not count against your move speed. Level 14 Slam Down now does 1d10 plus strength. Two-handed melee weapons can now be wielded in one hand and do full two-handed weapon damage, but they cannot be dual-wielded, so you can only use a shield with them.
Okay.
Health on melee hits can now go towards temp HP if at max HP. Max of your barbarian level and temp HP. Max of 20 at level 20.
Mhm.
And then that was barbarian. If you have any questions,
So that
feel
one
free
seems
to-
like a very much kind of area of control sort of subclass.
yeah, you're causing a lot of checks, basically.
Mm.
You're basically just a bully. And then if you're all right, I'll go to the fighter.
Sure.
And scroll down.
Fighter level 3. Raise the dead. Once per long rest, you can raise the dead as an action. You raise your enemies slain in battle within 30 feet of you back as a zombie. The total number you can raise is equal to your proficiency bonus. If there are no dead enemies within 30 feet of you, you can choose between you don't expend a use, but you still use an action, or summon one zombie right next to you. They can only do basic attacks. Attack damage equals your unarmed strike. HP equals 1. Explodes on death, dealing 1d4 force damage per target within 5 feet of the zombie, enemies, and allies. Once
Chaotic.
combat is over, they all explode.
Damn.
I'm just for some reason my brain is picturing the scene at the end. You've seen Kingsman, yeah?
Yeah, Kingsman, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the
I'm
church
imagining
scene?
the scene
Are
at
you
the
talk-
end where they're all going kaboom.
Yeah.
Oh,
To the
oh,
is
I
it
see.
the British like national anthem? There's like some
Yeah,
I
it
think
was. I think it was the British national anthem.
I'm British and I'm not even sure if it was.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie,
Same.
but I do know the scene you're talking about where all their heads are just going in confetti. Woo!
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
it's amazing.
Yes.
Where they stop at? Oh, and then once combat is over, they all explode. The zombies share their movement and actions. You command what they do. Zombies get a total of 20 feet of move speed. All zombies are played within one initiative turn. So if you raise 3 zombies, they all get 20 movement speed shared amongst them. So you can move one 5 feet, one 10 feet, another 5 feet
Got it.
Okay.
within the same initiative turn. And they basically only get one action per initiative turn. So you can have whichever zombie do whatever.
Okay, so they raise and as part of their initiative, like as they're joining combat, they can move. Is what you're saying?
So yeah, when you cast
Oh.
Raise the Dead, whatever. So if let's say 3 enemies died in combat, and you're still fighting, let's say another 3. Those three enemies that died will rise as zombies. One initiative roll will be casted, and all 3 of them will act on that initiative roll.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So when it comes to their
Um,
turn, they can move. They move all together. Like the movement is
So
shared.
yes, they share a movement, they share an action.
Okay.
So the best strat is to get them as far away from you as possible and get them close to the enemies.
Okay.
And whatever their initiative is, is whatever they'll take. So if they roll lower than you, they won't get a turn until the next round. But if they roll higher than you, then there's a chance that they can. What am I trying to say? They can go after you, right after you.
Mm.
while you have a zombie up, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. That is supposed to say non-magical. So keep that in mind. It's going to be non-magical.
Okay.
Raise the Dead lasts for 1 minute and ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or as a bonus action, end it. Brain Fog. Once per turn, on a successful melee hit, you can make the target succeed a DC 10 plus either your Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma modifier. Check with either Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. They can contest it with either of those stats. On failure, you have advantage when they fail their save. You have advantage on all Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma rolls you do against this target. Lasts until your next turn. And as well, you give the target disadvantage on all Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma throws until your next turn. Or they can take 1d4 necrotic damage.
Okay, so yeah, that's versatile. Considering I've seen like spells and stuff like that don't do damage. Then if you quite often you just don't end up using it. The fact that you can switch it out for damage instead is versatile.
Yeah. And then on a long rest, you can choose between one of these two options. You can have a Flying Skull companion that can do actions as part of your bonus action.
I have a friend who would love that.
You start with one skull, and at level 10, you get a second skull. HP equals your proficiency plus Constitution modifier. You regain one of the Flying Skulls on a short rest if it dies, but they also heal to full HP on short rest if they're still alive.
Okay.
You regain all Flying Skulls on a long rest. Reaction, you can have the Flying Skull sacrifice yourself to save you from a fatal hit, but you can only do this once per long rest.
All right.
Flying Skull can do a basic attack as your bonus action. Attack and damage equals your unarmed strike. While the Flying Skull is alive, you heal off the life essence of the fallen. When an ally or an enemy dies within 10 feet of you, you heal for your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Works with the zombies that you raise, but it's only half as effective, rounded down. Minimum of 1.
All right.
I should add that in there as well. Or on long rest, you can choose from Flying Skull, you can choose this, Hands from Below. Once per short rest, you can summon a wall of hands in a 15-foot line, 25 feet at level 10. On the ground. Spot must be unoccupied. If an enemy walks into the wall, they must succeed a grapple check or be grappled by the hands.
That sounds
It
fun.
lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or as a bonus action, end it, or it dies.
Okay.
Can only have a max of 1 active at a time. HP equals your proficiency plus con modifier.
It's a wall of hug.
Yeah.
I was gonna say tickle hands.
Basically.
I'm just thinking back to Sea of Thieves and the ship we used to always have for Halloween, which I used to call Tickle Fingers. A lot of thought into this.
I've been working on it. At level 7, once per turn, Flying Skull can now remove 5 feet of move speed off the target it hit until your next turn. Hands from Below now deals 1d4 damage every round whenever a target is grappled by it. Raise the Dead, zombies. What's up?
I said tickle hands turn pinchy.
Yeah,
I'm fucking idiot. I'm so sorry.
You're good. And then Raise the Dead, the zombies now have a move speed of 30.
Hey, they got 10 faster.
Yeah. Level 10, you get 2 Flying Skull Friends. Hands below is now 25 feet. Your summons can now trigger Brain Fog. So your zombies can trigger Brain Fog, your Flying Skull can trigger Brain Fog, and your hands from below can trigger Brain Fog.
Okay.
Level 15, Raise the Dead now deals 1d6 force damage on Explode. You can also absorb life essence of the fallen through your summons, as long as it's 10 feet away from the summon. So your Flying Skull and your Raise the Dead can absorb the life essence of the fallen and transfer it to you.
All right.
Level 18, you now have 4 hands from below per short rest, and you can now place 2 hand belows at once. You can now raise the dead twice per short rest.
Okay.
And then, any questions about the fighter?
No, just so there's a lot of so it's obviously more of a necromancy build for fighting, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like sort of pseudo tanky too, because it's a life stealing class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you didn't say that about the barbarian. In my eyes, the barbarian's even more tanky.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a tanky powerhouse.
Yeah, barbarian's really tanky. I'm just saying the fighter becomes surprisingly. It's a lot of like +2 health plus whatever amount of health.
Yeah. Are you all good for me to go on the ranger?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
You've been quiet, so
I'm always
just want to
quiet.
make sure. That's fair.
Winter? Quiet?
What?
Sorry. Just I thought it was funny. You're like, I'm always quiet. I'm like, ah yes.
I'm gonna slap you.
For ranger at level 3, you gain the assassinate ability. Your proficiency per short rest, you can turn a hit into a critical hit. If you have advantage when you roll to hit, you can add a +2 to the damage.
Mm-hmm.
You also gain a crow friend twice per long rest on short rest or on a long rest. So if you long rest every short rest, you can only do it twice per. So you can have 2 short rests before you have to long rest again. That's what it means. If you're curious, you can send your crow friend out, and they will get you 1d4 gold. You're friends with all crows.
I think I know what I want.
You can ask any crow you find to scout out ahead for you to see if anyone or anything is ahead. As a reaction, you can summon your crow friends to save you from a hit. Roll a 1d8 to add to your AC. Can make an attack miss if you roll high enough.
Okay.
As a bonus action, you can have your crow friends call loudly, granting you vision on any hidden targets within 30 feet of you until your next turn. If there are no hidden targets, you gain advantage on your next attack on a creature of your choice.
Okay.
As an action, you can have your crow friends attack a target of your choice within 20 feet of you, dealing 1d4 piercing damage. But if you are in your favorite terrain, it is a 1d6.
Nice.
Target must contest a DC 10 plus Dex on hit. Plus proficiency on hit. Target can use Con or Dex. On failure, target either gets resistance to healing until your next turn. So that means if they try to heal and they heal for 14, they only heal for 7.
Okay.
Or they get disadvantage on all rolls not against you on their next turn.
I'm nodding like you can fucking see me. God. All right.
What's up?
I just said I'm nodding like you can see me.
Oh,
I'm being stupid.
You also gain the fly as a bonus action. Your crow friends will lift you up. You can fly up to your movement speed into the air. Your proficiency amount of times per short rest. While flying, you have advantage on any target below you. While flying, you have disadvantage on all saving throws, and enemies have advantage on attacks against you. On a failed saving throw while flying, you immediately drop out of the air, taking fall damage if appropriate. While flying, your move speed is halved. While flying, you can get to advantageous spots like the top of a tree with advantage on checks. Flying ends after your next turn. You fall out of the sky at the end of the next turn, taking fall damage if applicable. Can stop flying as an action or bonus action, player's choice. So you can fly. So on your first turn, you can fly as a bonus action. But if your next turn, you don't get down to the ground, like if you're 30 feet in the air and you end your next turn, you're dropping 30 feet to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now I just need to find a way to make fall damage hurt someone else.
Level 7, Assassinate now does +4 extra damage on advantage. Fly can extend. You can extend the time in the air with a fly until the end of your next turn whenever you get the killing blow on an enemy.
Oh, that's cool.
So let's say you on your first turn you fly, and on your second turn you kill. You don't have to drop down to the ground. You can stay flying until your next turn, and if you get another killing blow, you can stay in the air until the next turn. So basically, you're just extending your air time to the next turn. The more killing blows you get.
Okay. So it can be a gamble if you want to stay high, but don't get the killing blows, so you can fuck yourself over accidentally.
Yeah.
Or you could just keep fucking flying, which
yeah, pretty much.
Interesting risk. Would you shut up, boy? I'm listening to someone.
High risk,
Pat your
high
cat
reward.
on the head for me.
I'm petting. This is from Spectre.
By the way,
Spectre's give me pets.
I just got the amusing image in my mind of this giant, bulky-esque orc being lifted up by like 2 or 3 tiny crows.
I was imagining like a shadowy spear of darkness of crow bodies beneath you.
You can imagine however you want. I'll let the player decide how it looks. And then at level
one. Sorry,
what's up?
I was just gonna leave you in my head. One tiny crow picking you up by the scruff of your shirt.
That's one strong crow.
Fucking right.
Just the orc has to be scowling the entire time, like all serious.
Pissed off cat energy.
By the way, you can be a goblin, so
oh, okay.
It could be a goblin as well.
That makes a little bit more sense. But I like physics. Okay, physics are awesome.
No, sorry,
No, you're good. You're all good. And then also at level 7, your crow friend can find you 1d8 on short rest, of gold on rest.
Nice.
At level 11, yes.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm assuming that is just like one crow, or the collective crows go out and find 1d8 gold. It's not. You can send each crow that is with you.
You can imagine how it is, but every rest you just roll a die, and that's how much gold you get for that rest.
Okay. That's fair.
So like if you get 2 gold, you can imagine 2 crows bringing you 1 piece of gold, or you can imagine 1 crow bringing you 2 gold.
Okay.
Level 11, Assassinate now does +5 extra damage on advantage. Crow friends now do bleed damage on a successful hit. On a successful save, target only takes half your proficiency in damage at the start of their turn, rounded down. On a failed save, the target takes your proficiency in damage at the start of their turn for 1 minute.
Oh, okay,
Fly no longer halves your move speed.
Oh, that's good.
nice.
Level 15. While flying, you now get 2 attacks per attack action.
The extra attack, okay.
Yeah, so 1 action. So, like, if you're shooting a bow and you're flying, you can shoot 2 arrows for the cost of 1 action.
Neat.
Okay, so even if you have extra attack before then, you can't use it while you're in the air until level 15.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Oh,
What this is saying is per attack action.
oh.
So if you get if you multi-class into fighter and you have like 3 attack actions or whatever, you can have 6 attacks while
Got
flying.
it. So you shoot twice as fast in the air.
Yeah. Assassinate now does +7 extra damage on advantage and can penetrate the target and hit 1 target behind the initial target.
Nice.
Your crow friend now finds 1d10 gold on rest and no longer needs a long rest after 2 short rests. So every rest is a 1d10 gold.
I'm also just thinking again. Watch way too much fucking Critical Role. There's one person who would probably fucking love this, which would be Laura Bailey's character Vexalia. She is a fucking loot goblin when it comes to gold, and she's a ranger. So
Yes.
and she loves to fly. This would have been perfect for her. She would have fucking loved it.
I'm sure. I mean, this definitely puts a lot of power into the ranger. So I'm curious how it'd be, how balanced it even would be. Because
Tyler seems interested in that. So yeah, baby.
Any questions on the ranger?
No, I just want to say you've done a lot of work.
No questions.
Oh.
I just, yeah, that seems very entertaining for a class. Yeah, as Took said, I'm kind of interested to say the least in that one.
So I will say, I am the type of DM to let my players be overpowered, but I am going to. The more powerful you get, the more powerful the enemies get. So if you guys want to have like the most powerful characters ever, expect the enemies to be to also be as strong as you.
That's fair.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
So there will be the in combat. Let me go back to my notes. But my combat, I have it written down, but I'll just discuss it now. Combat encounters are going to be fairly balanced based off of the power level of your characters. But there will be encounters where you will just stomp the floor, and there will be encounters where you are near death.
All right.
I think Winter has a tool that she can show you if you want to like do some number crunching.
Yeah, if she does, I'd like that. I was going to ask Winter if she'd be willing to be my assistant DM. Not like creating the story, but like helping me with like rules. Like if a rules question comes up.
Oh, itchy. I mean, I could.
Okay. Where did I end up? Oh yeah. But back to my notes. I will say, you can be drunk, you can be high on drugs, you can be eating. As long as it's not disruptive to the session, I don't care. If it gets disruptive, I'll just end the session.
I mean,
if you're drunk or high, if you're eating, I'll just ask you to stop, to either mute or stop eating.
Loud popcorn noises.
I mean, I always try to be really quiet whenever I'm eating during a campaign session.
No, I will be honest. I don't really hear you eating. if you do eat during our sessions, because I don't hear it. I only hear
That's
like the
good.
ruffling of a bag every now and then.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
fine
eat
with
the
it.
blood of my enemies.
I started trying to mute myself when I am opening a bag or moving stuff around because I have noticed that my mic picks that up way more than it used to. But yeah, I have started trying to mute myself when opening bags and stuff. But always try to be quiet when it comes to that. I don't really drink and I don't do drugs, so no issues with there from me.
I
Yeah.
know I'd assume none of you do drugs. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
I mean, that's fair.
I think
good
it's
to cover
Twitch
Because-
rules
bases.
anyway. As long as you're not talking about it openly or promoting it, it's fine. Like you can even drink on stream, as long as you're not like, oh, look at the schlager right here. Isn't it grand?
But yeah, if you get too drunk or too intoxicated by a drug or alcohol, I will just say stop one time. If you don't, I'll just end the session and wait, and we'll continue after. And I'll just
I mean,
discuss once you're sober. Say, hey,
yeah.
don't get that drunk or high.
I mean, that's general player etiquette anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just thought I'd mention it.
You're well within your right to.
Cell phones and other devices, as long as they're not distracting you and other players, I'm fine.
All right.
Which reminds me, I need to
Um,
actually use my cell phone more during D&D because it's a lot easier to look at the little tiny app sometimes.
Oh, you
I
mean to
will.
look at the Beyond app?
Yeah, it can be. 'Cause of the
I
way the
will
spell
say
comes.
though, if you are distracted and I'm constantly having to try and get your attention, I will subtract XP from your progress.
I mean, that sounds fair. If you're not paying attention, you got to be present. I
So
always
if
try to stay
everyone-
present.
Yeah, so if everyone earned like 5,000 XP, and I had to get your attention 2 times, you only earned 2,000 XP.
What the fuck?
3,000, sorry. But as an example, I'm okay. Like if you're distracted and I'm like saying, "Hey, are you paying attention?" and you're dealing with an emergency or something that's out of your control, I won't punish you for that. Obviously,
Yeah.
You know, if it's not in your control, I'm not going to punish you. But if you're just scrolling Reddit and you're like, "Huh," I am going to like punish you in the XP progression.
No, that's, in all honesty, that's perfectly fair to me. Like, I will admit sometimes I will be on Hero Forge doing stuff, but I'm always trying to make sure I'm listening. The only times I've ever really been like distracted during campaigns is when this little shit's been a fuckhead.
And
But usually you guys end up knowing because I'm talking. I quickly just mention something to him, just like shut up.
I'm totally fine. Like like I said, that's out of your control. Practically, I know. I'm not gonna expect you to close your cat out of your room.
I was gonna say, there's plenty of times that I'm just like grabbing food or whatever while Winter's explaining things, and I'm back in my seat before it matters. 'Cause-
The general rule not being disruptive, which
yeah,
honestly fucking valid.
because I was just like, oh, story introduction stuff, perfect. I'll listen while I go grab myself some more snacks.
I have admittedly done that as well before too.
I can't remember. I probably have gone to like fill up water or grab a quick snack,
Yeah. Sometimes,
but I can still respond. So
yeah. Sometimes during people's turns, I'll be like, perfect time. Let me go get myself more water.
I think that's the other time I've ever been like, "Hey, Toxi, it's your turn," and it's just like, "Yep, I'm just quickly grabbing something. I'm so sorry." I mean, we're all people. We all got to get food. We all got to get water, and sometimes it just happens.
yeah,
As long as
and
we're
you
not being
know,
disruptive.
if you need to like go do something, like let's say you have a bathroom emergency, just quickly say bathroom and just leave.
Oh, I try to do
Just say
that
restroom,
still.
bathroom, and just like I won't punish you. I won't even, and I don't expect anyone to get mad. Like if someone's going through a monologue, if I'm going through a monologue or someone is, and you just say, "Sorry, I gotta go to the bathroom," and just really quickly mute or run to the bathroom, whatever. We can pause or
Yeah.
continue, whatever
I
everyone
mean,
wants to do.
typically whenever we're doing that sort of thing, we would end up saying, "Oh, hey, I need to take a quick break or something. Can we come to a halt?" Or I would try to put my character in a position where they're out of the current fray, so like maybe they're hiding or they're just resting by a campfire or whatever, just so they're not in the fray, so they're not,
Excuse me.
you know, being a pain in the ass or some bullshit.
Yeah. And
So you guys can keep doing what you're doing.
and of course, before every combat, I will, like, if initiative is rolled, I will ask you all if you need to go grab drinks, food, or bathroom. So
All right.
before every combat, just as a kind gesture for you, because I don't want you all having to be like, "Oh, I got to go to the bathroom in the middle of combat," you know.
Level 10 though. Like there's so many possibilities because a lot of the like don't get me wrong, like it's good to start a campaign at like whatever level. It's just typically what I end up running into is where it's like, if only I had like one or two more levels, I could have like this setup that I would want. Whereas, especially if it's multi-classing. But yeah, now level 10, it's like practically half the shit that you want to have out all at once. So
I will say you are very experienced orcs in this. So
I would hope so.
when I get to the backstory, I'll describe it more. When I get to the backstory type of stuff, I'll describe it more.
God. Am I gonna have to do an orc voice? I can't do an orc
No.
voice.
You don't have to do any voices if you don't want to. I'm not expecting you to do voices.
Yes.
Don't expect me to do voices.
I'll get one of those.
I'll try to do voices, but do not expect me to be consistent with them.
I'll try to get one of those TTY devices to just read out my lines.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Next topic, disruptive tactics. You can talk about IRL stuff before and after the game, but during the campaign, try to limit it to 1 minute and only whenever it comes up as a relevant like thing to the campaign. Let's say you run into something and it reminds you of something that happened in IRL. You can max of 1 minute to talk about it. Collectively, it's just basically a short pause if y'all want, but for the most part, try to keep it before and after the session. I am fine with it mid session, but like I said, try not to do it too often and all that. And then obviously keep your discussions about IRL, Twitch, and YouTube safe. No unannounced dice rolls.
Right.
If you roll and then tell me what you want to do, I'm making you re-roll.
In all honesty, I can respect that.
So if you want to do an investigation and without announcing it to me, you roll a 20 and then tell me what you want to do, that 20 is meaningless.
I mean, that's pretty fair. I have had times where I've said what I'm trying to do, and like I do my roll, and then it was just like, oh, I didn't hear what you were trying to do, and I'm like, shit. Well,
but yeah, so whenever you want to roll a dice, tell me. Be like, hey, I want to roll this, or you could just say, specifically what I would like you to do is be like, hey, I would like to look around for some traps, for an example. And I would say, okay, do an investigation roll. And you'd roll your investigation.
okay. So pretty much what we've been doing with Winter.
But yeah, it, it's just so if you want to do something, let's say you're like, I want to tell the king I'm the king now, and you just roll without me telling you anything. Well, for one, it could result in a bad action, but two, if you would have asked me, I would have told you, no, that's not even possible. You can't even roll for that. Don't even try.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I'll tell you if you need to roll, if you can't roll, or what you need to roll. So, now this is a question for all of you.
Mhm.
Do you want other players to roll against you, as in like for persuasion or anything?
I mean,
the-
I'm open to it. I'm not opposed if it comes down to it.
not
Like if
opposed,
we're really butting heads.
but like
Because
Joke-
I will allow you to, if you guys change your mind mid campaign, I'm fine with that. Like if you say no now, but you're like mid session, you all say yeah, let him roll to see if he convinces me, then we can change it to a yes for that instance or
Mhm.
whatever.
I
Oh.
don't really like persuasion rules in that way. Like player to player, it just feels very agency removing. But like
Okay, so
other
so
things,
Sorry.
I was gonna say like other things like attacking or trying to pickpocket, all that stuff. Yeah, that's like something. But it's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
that
I tell you
I'll
this
leave that
joke.
to the next section. I'll leave that to the next section. This is
I-
more so
Okay.
for like perception
It's like I tell
and
you this
persuasion
joke,
and stuff.
and your character is now absolutely convinced of this. It's just like, okay, so like I don't know if they would be on board with this to begin with because of like X and Y reasons.
Should I mark this as a no?
For me, it's very like depending on the situation.
Yeah,
When it becomes like if it's like if I'm trying to hide something and you want to do a perception roll, then okay, I'm not opposed to that. Whether you can know, oh hey, or not, it wouldn't be perception, it would be like insight. You would know I'm lying,
Insight.
but you would have to go in character to be like, hey, you'd have to question it in character rather than what I'm fucking doing.
yeah. See, that's fine. I'm just
Okay, I'll put no, but depends on the situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just do one of those ask, I guess, for certain ones. Like
Ask
Like for-
consent first, and then if they were okay, we're okay. I mean, that works absolutely fine with me.
yeah,
Yeah, like if one of you wants to try to persuade the other that the griffin's a seagull,
yeah. For that,
the one that you're trying to persuade, you need to ask.
yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry, Shadow, by the way.
that's specifically when
I'm sorry,
Ember
Shadow.
has an intelligence of 18 and literally knew it wasn't a seagull.
It was funny though.
It was, which is why I went along with it for like the whole session.
Oh, I thought Ember was just playing along to be cheeky.
I think she did start to do that. I think that's how I was playing it. Because at first Winter's like, well, you think it's a seagull, and I'm like, okay. I made it work. But yeah,
PvP. I, as a DM, will only allow PvP in social interactions that cannot lead to the death of another player.
That
So the
sounds fair to me.
lowest that you can in PvP in a social interaction is 1 HP, and I will only allow these right before a long rest.
All right.
okay. Huh.
But do you even want that? Do you even want PvP?
For me, it would honestly again depend on situation and what's happening with the characters, because I can see situations where my character could just turn around and be like, "I want to spar with someone. come on, fight me. And
Yeah.
then we could have a little bit of fucking PvP fun. Which also, yeah, we wouldn't be killing each other anyway. We're sparring.
It's like
If we're getting into an argument, then maybe we settle it that way. I mean, we're fucking orcs, or related to
Exactly.
that faction, so it
I'm
would
getting
make sense.
I'm getting heavy Natsu and Gray vibes with some of this, where it's just like they're friends,
It-
like really close even, but sometimes they beat the absolute shit out of each other.
yeah, yeah. I'm not opposed to doing PvP stuff. It can be fun. I'm When it comes down to it, I know story-wise we're trying to work together. Well, I'm gathering we're trying to work together. We're supposed to be a party. We're going into this, so it would make sense to me, like light play, rough housing, sparring, maybe some arguments.
Test out me new armor.
Punch.
So should I say situational?
I think situational seems fine.
All right.
Yeah.
It will be limited to the above rule, by the way. If you guys just said no, the above rule would be crossed out and there'd be no PvP at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm fine with PvP. I'm honestly fine with any roles player to player. They don't really come up with that often. Let's just sometimes ask first. That's pretty much what this all
Meh.
boils down to.
Accidental PvP.
I'm
Well,
on board.
yeah. I mean,
So
somebody's-
let's say one of you is shooting a crossbow, and you critically fail, and you hit the guy that's right next to the one you were shooting, your friend that was right next to the enemy you were shooting at. Would you want that?
I
mean, that happens in general. I mean, like, same with like Fireball and all that shit. That's why Fireball's so memed on, and so many people accidentally blow up their teammates.
yeah,
Well, fireball, yeah, that's just part of the spell, but more like, oh, you critically fail swinging your sword, or you critically fail shooting your bow, and there's a friendly near the target you're shooting at, and you accidentally hit them.
I'm not opposed to that.
I'm
if,
not opposed.
somebody accidentally hits me.
it's like very similar to well, it's the one rule. Like
Yeah.
it's a crit fail. You do something typically bad. So like
Yeah, either you accidentally hurt yourself or you accidentally hurt an ally. It depends on
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on.
or something severely stupidly bad happens to you. Like congrats, your weapon is now jammed or something like that.
What do you think of this, Winner?
I think it's fine because that is generally what happens with the one. It's either your weapon breaks, or you don't hit, or you hit somebody else, or you hurt yourself. It's just dependent. But yeah, that's honestly a situation that makes sense because that's what ones do.
Okay. I will say, if you critically fail, the outcome of the roll of the negative is dependent on what you describe or roleplay.
Mm.
So you can roleplay it as hitting your ally, or you can roleplay it as hitting yourself.
Okay, well, if I was to roleplay it as hitting an ally, I'd probably ask, "Hey, do you mind?" beforehand, just to make sure that
that is fine with me. That is fine with me. You can be like, you can ask, are they bloodied? Because if you're like 1 HP and they're full HP, it would probably be better for you to hit them instead of you.
Yeah, I want to accidentally fucking kill a fucking party mate.
Party wipes because of their own stuff. That'd be great.
Yeah,
You know?
Sorry if you hear slapping. I'm walking in the kitchen. I'm trying to slide my feet. I know last time I
you're good.
walked in the kitchen, you could hear my slippers going. Flop, flop, flop.
You know, I see a future where
Food.
one of us is flying through the air trying to shoot arrows, accidentally downs the whole party, and then falls to their death.
Ciao.
That's a lot of one. Don't worry.
You know what it is? You have advantage. If you're rolling ones with advantage, you're crazy.
I think I've seen that happen before.
I was gonna say I've seen it happen. Yeah.
I
Except
think
I've
Done
also
it.
seen someone with disadvantage roll a 20 and then roll a 1, and I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry for you.
It's happened with both of you. You've done it before.
I even went further. I think I rolled with advantage. Got a 1 on both. Burned inspiration and got a third
You still
one.
got the. Yeah.
The
You've
dice
done
tell
that.
the story. The dice wanted you to roll a 1.
They
Was just-
wanted you to fail miserably, and oh boy, was it a failure.
Again, I'll bring up the
Uh,
fact the best I've done is have 5 d20s be a 20 in a row. That was fun.
Next topic, player of secrets. So your character have secrets? I'm fine with you having secrets, like where you don't let the other party members know that you have a secret, but your secrets cannot be about harming or wanting to kill another player or another player's friend or family.
That's fine with me. I've got Winter already knows I have a bunch of characters that have secrets as is. Not that I've played. Well, no, Sean is one of the characters who has a secret. I'll admit that. But I've got characters who have secrets and stuff. It's always usually something about myself rather than other people. I mean, it's gonna happen. It adds a little bit of tension, a little bit of drama.
Yes. And let's be real though, if your secret is you want to completely undermine and kill one of the party members, I feel like we've had plenty of opportunities to do that by the time we've reached level 10 anyway.
I mean, that does kind of undermine the one of the prior rules as well, where we're not supposed to kill each other.
Yeah. So that's not gonna happen basically. That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I also added the PC's friend or family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
I feel like if we're traveling together and at least 2 of us know each other and we're at level 10, we've spent some time together. So we don't outright hate each other, assuming, of course. Minus the orc stuff.
I'm talking about.
They-
I hate your
they-
fucking guts.
Yeah. Orcs are kind of mean to each other in some fantasy realms, so it just depends.
Now onto for this particular campaign, this free campaign to the main campaign. What are your expectations, Toxi?
Have fun.
Have fun.
Best answer.
Clarify a little bit for me because my brain farted.
So let me see.
Expectations as a player or in character sort of thing?
As a player, what do you want out of the campaign? Do you want roleplay? Do you want combat? Do you just want the EXP? Do you want sweet loot? Do you just want to hang out with friends? What do you want from the campaign?
In all honesty, I just want to hang out with my friends, have fun with you guys. Roleplay is always great. I love roleplay. A little bit of combat's fun. I do enjoy combat. I'm not so much for the hardcore combat sort of stuff. Being a bit stronger is definitely going to be fun for me. Not opposed to being a weaker character. I mean, I've played characters who are weaker characters. Example, case in point, Jesse.
I was gonna say
Fucking
Jesse.
weak little shit. I mean, you guys were level 7 and he was level 3. So I'm not completely opposed to it. I did complain a little bit because I felt useless, but it was also there was a good fucking reason for him being useless. So I'm not opposed to that. Being strong is considering the theme of the campaign definitely makes sense, so that will be fun. So I'm going to enjoy decimating things, but I'm also going to enjoy the struggles when we do come up to them because, hey, if we're decimating things and then suddenly we're like, oh shit, we're actually getting fucked this fight. Oh no! For me, I think that's going to be fun. Of course, I never like my character straight up dying, but I know in D&D there are ways around it. I don't know, maybe we can get maybe someone Maybe we're able to go to a temple, or we have like someone who can do revivify and rebirth and like resurrect us. I don't know. If not, oh well. Personally, I prefer avoiding character deaths. But if that does happen, it happens. I'm not going to fight it. If I need to re-roll for a new character, then I need to re-roll for a new character. Epically,
I will discuss death, by the way, later.
Right.
But
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, go on and continue.
Oh no, no, you're fine, baby. Epically, it's always fun to get some fun loot. But yeah, overall, I'm just here to have fun.
All right. So I have fun, hang out with friends, roleplay, a little bit of combat, avoiding death, and fun loot.
Mhm.
Okay. Shadow,
I mimic
what do you
pretty much all of that. I'm mainly here to have fun.
same as Tux?
Yeah, I'm mainly here to have fun. Roleplay is always welcome. I absolutely do not like min-maxing for damage and stuff. So like, if it turns into like a numbers crunch, like I need to do all of this shit just to get through the day, then I'm probably not gonna be as entertained. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it when I'm put to a point where I have to struggle to get out of something, but like if I'm literally having to play perfectly to get through combat, it's less entertaining because then it means I'm gonna have to make my character more about maximizing like the best.
Oh no, I'm not gonna force min maxing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to strive for a fairly balanced game.
Okay. And then yeah, I love loot, especially if it's stuff I haven't seen. Like so, if it's shiny new like weapons, toys, whatever, I'm a fan because I like
Okay.
to try to use new equipment when I get it.
Okay.
Except
So
for the
I
blinking
have
stone because
fun.
it had so few charges that I felt bad, but I used it anyway. I think. Anyways,
So I have fun, role play, no min maxing, love loot.
yes.
Okay. By the way, you two, when you say role play, do you mean ROLE or ROLL?
Wait,
ROLE.
Or ROLE? Like
I
role
like.
play as in you. So there's a difference. Role play as in ROLE is you role play the scenario. You
Yeah.
live it through yourself. Role play is you let the dice.
Okay.
You live it through the dice.
Okay. For the record, roleplay or RP, love it. I'm also a massive fan of more physical dice rolls. I'm in this like weird case where I like my dice rolling game to be a dice rolling game. I don't need everything hand waved away, but like
I'll
I
add
do like
likes dice rolls.
yes.
For me, I do prefer. For me, that would be more situational. Objectively, I like being able to just roleplay, live in the character, and all that sort of stuff. Doing some dice rolls when necessary, I'm not opposed to at all because that can give different outcomes.
So you're fine with you're fine with just rolling when needed and then role playing out what the outcome was. You're not like role playing and then hoping the dice are in your favor and then role playing what the dice give you.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
I like to be able to like control my own actions a little bit, but if it comes to a dice roll, then and I have to take the dice rolls, I can try fitting it in, but like
yeah. I just want to clarify. Absolutely love the role play like aspects, like the times that we spend in the inns and stuff, where we're just having banter and fucking developing our characters and stuff. Probably some of the best moments in the game.
Yeah.
But like sometimes DMs do this thing where they're like, I don't like dice. So like they just straight up hand wave a lot of mechanics just to make it go faster or whatever. And what I'm trying to say is
yeah.
I actually
I will
like
say
to roll.
there will be a lot of dice rolling.
Okay.
There, and I will say, you'll have a lot of opportunities to role play, like ROLE, like RP.
Mhm.
So basically, every time you make an attack, you can role play that attack.
Yay!
Mhm.
If you take damage, you can role play how you took damage.
I don't know if this is going to be a separate section, but speaking of damage, before I get attached to this character, because it's likely to happen, I would like to preemptively state I am fine with having bad things happen to them.
That is further down the line.
Okay.
It's inspiration. Winter, what are your expectations?
More or less the similar stuff to them, the role play, bit of combat, and just chilling with friends, more or less.
So roleplay, combat, chilling with friends. All right. Player discomforts. What are you not comfortable with? Right now, Toxi, I have no IRL racism, which never was planned, but I put it there. Are there anything else that you would prefer you never see or don't encounter in this campaign?
For me, at least, in all honesty, I'm quite open to a lot of things. Certain things I'm not like 100% in for are proper like words. Things that I really don't like are things that you probably wouldn't be able to do anyway, so I don't think it's going to be much of an issue, which of course would be like, oh hey, I want to have an incestuous relationship. No, don't want. Oh hey, straight up homophobia, transphobia, all that sort of stuff. I'm sure Shadow and Winter have the same mentality on that. Don't want that. Fantasy racism, fantasy violence, fantasy like abusive situations, all that sort of stuff. I'm okay with, provided like it's clear like, oh, this person is a bad person. It's not like glorifying it.
Oh,
If
yes,
it's done in like a this is a bad guy, then sure, they're a fucking dick.
Now,
Also, no IRL animal abuse of any kind.
Yeah, animal abuse is like if like a enemy does like kick a dog or some bullshit, then I'm not gonna like it. But if I can use that as a mentality for my character, be like, all right, you kick the dog, I'm taking your leg. But like
Okay.
graphic violence towards animals, I'm not like too particularly fond of.
I'm going to be honest. I never had any plans for IRL racism, IRL hate speech, or animal abuse. But I'll just put those down if in case that topic ever came up for some reason.
Hey,
Was there anything else? Because I have no, like for you, Tux, I have no racism, IRL, no IRL hate speech, no animal abuse.
Mhm.
That's all pretty much. You can always add more, by the way. You can always DM me if you're not comfortable saying it. And if a topic ever comes up during the campaign that any of you are not comfortable with, you can DM me. You can say something.
Mhm.
And if only you don't like it, I can take your character out of it and play your character for you, or have another player character for it. Or your character can stay back.
And that's fair. One thing I would probably say as well, like, I'm not opposed to characters having sexual interactions or flirting, or even like kind of like if someone's gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna grab your butt or something, and being, I'm okay with that. Of course, my character would react like if they don't want it, they're gonna fucking bitch slap someone because of it. Non-con, of course, that's a line you don't really want to blur, especially like in a stream or anything like that. Twitch references and like maybe a grab or whatever. Okay, it's
What about
but like
okay? What
back to
about
what you
rape? I don't have
I don't think
anything,
that's-
but just in case it ever came up.
if it's mentioned, like, oh, hey, my character has endured that in the past, then that's something that's happened. That's part of their character's story. It actually happening in campaign, I'm a little bit with references. Yes, actively like role playing out the scenario. However, that's just a no. Thing
Okay.
with sex, like if a character's going to have sex, reference it. Sure, you can go to the corner, do their thing. Fade to
Black
black
screen.
is generally what I would say with anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we
Black screen it.
we definitely fade to black.
I will say this campaign, there will be no sexual anything. Your orcs, you don't really reproduce.
I mean, fair. I mean, if you're going with the more Lord of the Rings inspired, then
Yeah,
they don't really mind,
this
so.
this campaign's more Lord of the Rings inspired. My next campaign, if you wanted to have sex and stuff, you could, but it will be a fade to black scene.
Yeah.
I don't think
like Azrael and that like it was obvious Azrael was getting boinked, but like we did fade to black.
Yeah.
And
And then afterwards in private chat we talked about like, wait, so did things actually happen or
Yeah, that was in private chat though, just to confirm as to what the fuck went down.
So for
where's
Toxi, I have no
Scooby?
IRL racism, no hate speech, no animal abuse, no descriptive sex / rape. Anything else?
Off the top of my head, nothing I can particularly think of.
All right. If you do think of it, feel free to DM me. Shadow, any discomforts for you? Sorry, what were you saying, Tux?
No, I have a mouthful. I'm sorry.
So Shadow, do you have any discomforts?
They're pretty much already listed. Obviously, transphobia, homophobia, that stuff. Please no.
Yeah. So no IRL racism, no hate speech, no animal abuse, no descriptive sex / rape. Same as Tux.
Pretty much. Already have to deal
Anything
with
else you want to add? Anything you want to add on top of it?
I'm actually surprisingly open to everything, like including like abuse and stuff like that. Like if it happened in like a character's past or whatever. So like, no.
Okay. By the way, hate speech. You're fine with fantasy hate speech, right?
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't ref. So, in this campaign, humans and orcs hate each other.
Yeah.
They see one another as gross.
So they'll probably have words.
It doesn't like skin color doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. It's just you're human. Ugh. You're orc, ugh, and they have words. Is that fine?
I think that's called xenophobia.
I don't actually know,
but yeah,
but you find with that type of racism, that type of hate speech.
I mean, it's part of the story, and it is still the fantasy setting. It's not like intended to be aggressive towards other people. Yeah. So
that's normal D&D stuff. There's usually factions that absolutely despise each other's existence.
Right.
So.
And then Shadow, do you have anything else you wanted to add to your discomforts or no?
No.
Okay. Winter, do you have any discomforts?
It's more or less the same as the other two idiots here. I love you.
Okay.
But yeah, it's no necessary like animal abuse unless it's, as Toxi said, like something super small, just like a mild, oh hey, I kicked the puppy, I kicked the cat. Okay, I'm gonna fuck you up for that kind of situation. I'm okay with that, but no major animal abuse, no major no fantasy racism, absolutely fine by me. Things like that, absolutely fine by me. As soon as it turns to real life, nope, I'm out. Fuck off.
Okay.
I'm done.
That is fine with me, and that was
I think
my.
collectively we're very open with just about anything.
Abuse me, Daddy Woo.
I will say,
Ooh.
the fastest way to motivate our characters so far has been to be mean to animals, it seems.
Wow. Oh wait, no, you're saying other people being mean. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded the way you said it made it sound like your character was being mean
No.
to animals.
I'm saying
I was like, that's why I said, "Wow, Shadow."
somebody being mean to animal equals, okay, that one in particular must die.
Oh yeah,
No,
I
I
should
get it.
probably specify like 100% no towards like pedophilia and stuff like that.
Yeah, that
No,
too.
what?
That's 100% no in
Yeah.
general.
No, none of the bestiality, pedophilia, any of that shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
No bestiality. Okay.
that's just
I'm
in
pretty
general,
sure.
just no.
I'm pretty sure that's already banned from Twitch and YouTube, but just bring it down anyway. No.
I had no plans on doing anything such as that.
Yeah.
If one of you ever brought it up, I'd be like, no.
Fair
Like
enough.
if one of you were like, I'm gonna fuck that wolf, I'm gonna be like, no, you're not, and I'm gonna smite you.
Damn.
Valid.
I guess you would hate Boulder's Gate then.
Is there a lot of I don't want to
No.
think about it.
No, it's actually
a
the
druid.
druid shifting. Yeah. It was still funny
Oh.
though. I was making a joke.
It's sort of what happened
I did.
like with the joke that Avila made to Azrael, where
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Where you
The
can have
bear
sex with
scene
yeah.
and the scroll dropping its nut. Yeah.
I've never played the game. I just know the meme.
Yeah, basically it was a druid, so it kind of it's that gray area where it's like technically it's that weird gray area considering they're
Well,
technically human, but
in
I
that scenario,
digress.
would you want that? If
Probably
that's a
still, I-
or would you say no?
if it was, I guess
If it was a druid in animal form,
fade to
would
black.
that fall under the no
fade to black at
bestiality?
that point because at least it's not just like, oh hey, a full out animal. This is a human that has transformed into an animal or
Yeah.
something that has transformed into an animal, so
It's
it's
like-
not the same
It's
concept.
still got
But-
humanoid levels of intelligence,
It's-
consciousness, awareness, and consent.
Exactly.
It's like a lycanthrope, like a werewolf.
Yeah,
That's still fine.
Mhm.
I would agree
Okay.
to fade to black.
It'll fade to black.
Just pretty
Uh,
much sex equals fade to black. I'm not saying it's ever gonna happen, but like, yeah.
This campaign, the likelihood of sex is like 0%.
Fair enough.
Because I will say your sex drive for your character's sex drive, like your race's sex drive, is pretty much 0. Because they don't reproduce how we think of reproducing.
I don't even think they can.
I lost this for the battle.
They reproduce as in they're grown. They're grown.
Mhm.
So I already discussed game balance, but game balance will be fairly balanced, but there will be encounters that are unbalanced. So expect some combats where you're sweeping the floor and some combats where you're almost dying. Those will be rare. It'll be more fairly balanced in the long run, though.
Are you ever gonna have scenarios where we should just run straight up?
Probably.
Okay.
I'll hint at it.
Okay. Because that's something that a lot of DMs have a hard time deciding, like, how to go about describing just how terrifying a beast is for them at the particular level.
Yes.
If you are going,
no.
if you guys are going up against an enemy or a group of enemies that I feel would, kill at least one of you or TPK you, I would, before the combat starts, like as initiative is being rolled, I would say you are scared and don't feel right in this fight or something like that, you feel like running.
Giving general
You,
hint.
like
Fair enough.
I'd say you feel like running away.
That's fair.
But that would be up to you guys. Rule debates. If a ruling is in question, we can pause for max of 2 minutes to look it up. If no answer can be found in those 2 minutes, I decide the ruling in that moment. After the session, if it is found out to be another way, I will address it before the next session starts, and we'll use that ruling from there on out. So
Okay.
So if I rule like I don't even have an example. If I rule,
sneak attack.
yeah, you could, if I rule that you're stealth in front of an enemy and I look it up and I can't find it in 2 minutes and I just let you be stealth and I look in the rules and I find out, oh, because they can see you can't stealth, from there on out, if they can see you can't stealth,
Okay.
that type of thing.
That's fair. Oh, it turns out they had true vision.
Metagaming, if you know something but your character does not, you cannot act on your knowledge.
Yeah. Good.
Well,
If you-
metagaming in general is one to avoid.
Yeah, we
If
avoid that
you're-
like the plague.
Okay. If you know something that your character might know, you can RP why your character knows it. Example, I had a dream and remember this guy said this.
Fair
And you
enough.
can RP that. If you know something and your character definitely knows, no RP is required unless the player wants. If you do not know something and your character does, I will remind you.
Okay.
Fair enough. I mean, like, I've had situations where I've said to Winter, like, would I remember this? Can I do a history roll to see if I would remember this? Because I myself knew, but I wasn't sure if my character would, so I've asked if I could do a history roll to make sure I knew something.
I'll let you, if you want to roll. Like if your character might know, I'll let you roll if you want. But if you just want to RP, you knowing it, I'll be fine with it. As long as your character might know. You can either roll and then RP or just RP it.
Yeah. So if I'm unsure, I'll just in general try to ask, just like, hey, would I know this? And then do the roleplay bullshits.
I know the combination
any
to this
questions?
lock.
Are there any questions between the rules debate and the metagaming?
No.
No, I don't. If you make a ruling, you make a ruling. I know I have with Winter at times has like, I wouldn't say argument because I've never really like intentionally argued with her. It's been more of a discussion. So I'm sorry, Winter, if I've ever stepped on your feet, I don't mean to. Same with you. I wouldn't mean to. I'm not intentionally being an asshole. I just know sometimes my tone can come off as confrontational, which not intended at all.
Yeah.
If you say, "Hey, no, this is my ruling. This is my ruling," I will do my best to respect that, even if I don't agree with it.
I will say if I rule something, I am going to ask you all, what do you think the ruling should be?
Hey, fair enough.
If you all agree that it should be one way, but I don't, I can overrule it as if it's like a major implication into the story. Like if it ruins the story, I can overrule it. But if it's just something like a simple ruling, I'm not going to bother to overrule it. I'll just let you guys decide.
That sounds fair. Having a time frame between like figuring out a rule, I think sounds fair. I'd probably say maybe like limit it towards like more towards 2 to 5 minutes rather than like straight up 2 minutes, because sometimes it can take a little bit longer, especially if you are discussing
5 minutes.
Yeah, because I was gonna say D&D
I'll do
Beyond
2 to 5.
is
just so we actually
not
have time
all
to
in
check out rulings, but objectively try to keep it under 2 minutes, which I fully agree with. Just if it runs long, not to be penalized for it running a little bit long, so long as we don't we don't want the session to become discussing that fucking rule. Which I will straight up admit we've had issues in the past where we've discussed things for a little bit longer than needed. So again, Winter, I apologize for that. I never intended to. I'm sorry, and I love you, and I love your
I've done this on
voice.
accident too. Best example I've had. How many apples could fit inside the chest of preserving?
To be fair,
What
we
the
ruled that very quickly.
Did
Because
we?
we did actually.
I-
It didn't take that long. That
Oh,
actually
okay.
wasn't the one that took that long. It was just
think-
so stupid. I was like, hold on, and I looked at like, okay, and then you had to do a little math. That was
Yeah.
the part that took the longest part. It was just the math.
It was the
But
math.
that was a
think-
very
and
fast
yeah.
ruling.
Okay.
I think sometimes when it comes down to us, quote unquote, discussing rulings a little bit more intensely, I feel like more often than not, it's not us arguing, it's actually just the autistic side of us kicking in, going, wait, hang on.
Wait, how does this work?
I'm agreeing
That
with
doesn't
you.
make sense.
Yeah, like ADHD or autism does play a factor with all of us. So, because me and Winter have had hours of conversations where we're both agreeing towards the same fucking thing but arguing, and then we have to pause and go, no, wait, we're agreeing with each other. What the fuck are we doing again?
Hey, Shadow. Off
Yeah.
topic. You're recording, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your audio for the last hour and a half.
Oh
Oh no!
Discord wasn't being recorded,
Oh,
so
no!
only my voice and my music was being recorded.
Listen. You're just talking to yourself. That's fine.
Jesus.
But if
Yours
you
is
could
like-
Of you and your insanity.
if you could give me your last hour and a half, that'd be
Oh,
awesome.
fine.
jeez.
You're lucky. I did split my audios. So yes.
Thank you. Min-maxing. Go ahead. I do not have an issue with it, but do not let it become an issue. If I and everyone else is not having fun with your character, I will start putting restrictions on you or make you respec.
I mean, to me that sounds fair. I'm always the type of person who I will prefer to pick things that make sense for the character rather than just straight up power gain.
Yeah, I do it for RP reasons. Like 99% of the time, my picks are for RP reasons instead of power.
Another great example with me would be Jesse. All of his
Oh
spells,
God.
and most of his spells are to give him the chance to run away rather than being in fucking combat. Because he is literally just this little dumbass who served drinks. He doesn't know how to fight. Well, he does know how to fight now, but so yeah, I fucked him over on what he could do compared to what he does do.
Varian, I gave him an extra point in charisma instead of anything else, simply because he'd been practicing the flute a little bit, and because he'd had more conversations. I figured he might have gotten slightly better at talking to people. And by that I mean hand gestures and stuff, because he was still in the vow of silence, but he'd gotten slightly better at the communication aspects of life.
Shadow.
But like, obviously, I do like having more things. Like, I will be dead honest to you. 9 times out of 10, somehow my characters end up having elemental powers. I don't even try to do it. It just happens, and I'm like, shiny.
I mean, like, I will admit to certain I would take certain feats or certain backgrounds to try to help with oh hey, this character would know a great another example would be I have a character who is going to be using a lot of spells and stuff, not for this campaign of course, but I did decide to give them the initiate background to get a couple extra spells because their actual class doesn't give that many spells. I still have the same amount of spell slots, but I have like a few extra spells in the bag if need be. So I have done that, which I guess is a little min-maxy, but it's still within reason for what the character is supposed to be doing and what they want out of their life. I in general try not to min max because
Okay.
it kind of takes the fun out of things, especially when you
Yeah.
can do things instead for the roleplay bullshit.
Yeah. But yeah,
Let's get in a
Uh,
handicap.
I
Getting handicap can be fun.
but yeah,
topic.
I just wanted to put that out there. Like, you can min max as long as it doesn't make the game unfun for me and everyone else.
I fully respect that.
Off topic. I got called by my boss. I just texted back, so we're probably good. But oops, my phone was on silent.
Were you supposed to go in?
We're good. No, they were asking if I go in for a couple hours, but I can't because the clothes are being washed right now. So I said no, I'm sorry, or something like that.
Oh, okay. Next topic. Murder hobos. In your eyes, not your character's eyes, but in your eyes, this is an evil campaign.
Okay.
Your character's
okay.
eyes do not see it as evil. You will kill other humans that you as a player will see as innocent, but your character sees as the enemy.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yes, that's fine. I will say, on the topic of murder hobo, please do allow us to have time to like stop to rest, to like have conversations by the fire, or like just do just jump to the next thing stuff, I guess.
Yeah, there'll
Unless of
be
course you want- okay.
there'll be travel. So you
Okay.
can always have like a short rest or a long rest during travel.
Okay.
So it's not going to be action back to back action. You know, there's going to be downtime, which I will
Yeah.
discuss in a future point.
Because when you say murder hobos, that there are people that play characters that never stop to go like to a
To kill
home or an inn or whatever. They just kill everything on sight all the time, and it's just one encounter after another. So I was saying, I do not want it to be a murder hobo campaign, even if we are bloodthirsty beasts that pretty much despise and kill everything we deem the enemy.
I mean, when I hear murder hobo, I'm thinking more the type of players who are just straight up, I'm just going to murder everyone for no fucking reason, just because I can. Like, oh, hey, this person's got like vital story information. Well, I'm just going to kill them before anyone can talk to them. That's what I see as like a murder hobo.
Yeah.
I only labeled it as a murder hobo because you're killing in like as we as the player would see as innocent.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I mean, another great example, fucking Miko. Miko is a fucking murderous psychopath.
I know, but look at what it is. It's good.
Is it good? Yeah?
Is it good, Shadow?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I cannot believe my whisper went through like that.
It went through Winters. Winters picks up your voice really well.
Amazing.
Yeah, I have a character who she chaotically murders a lot of people. Though even with her, I still make sure that I stand and actually talk to people, and I'm not just going to straight up kill anybody. But I mean, like when it comes down to our characters for this, we're murdering with reason. There is reason for our characters to be killing these innocent people.
Would you be okay with me effectively almost leaving it to chance whether or not I killed someone?
What are you talking about? Like an ally or an enemy?
Like, an inconvenience? Like, I'm not talking about, like, the players and the thing, but, like, I can see a lot of orcs basically being like, you're not worth my time versus I'm just killing you for the hell of it.
You can, if that's what you want to do, yeah. You don't have to chase. Like if a civilian is running away, like if you go into a scene and they start running away because they're unarmed, you can chase them, or you can just let them run in fear and just bask in the glory of them being afraid of you.
Yeah, and that's where the leave it to chance thing came into play. Like, think Two-Face, flip a coin kind of deal. Heads that kill you, tails you live.
Yeah, you can do that. Just know if you do decide to the likelihood of your character sparing them if you do decide to go after them is fairly low.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine.
Winter, how about you, baby?
I'm
Okay.
fine with it.
Sorry,
Alright.
I was telling her that this Red Bull is good. It's iced vanilla berry. So
I mean,
Interesting.
I've run an evil campaign before, so case in point.
poor little Skildath and his companion Miko, who will not sit still to save her life.
Sitting still.
And just other behavioral rules. Please just respect one another. Obviously, you all do, so I'm not worried about that. And then you all will get your time in the spotlight. So if there's like a scene going on, each one of you individually, I will ask each one of you individually what your input is. You can say I'm good and not do anything, not say anything, or do something. I want to make sure everyone in a situation that is part of that situation has their input, whether if they want to or not, like if they want to put one in. So
All right, that sounds
so
good.
so just if someone's being quiet, like let's say Tux, a situation was going on, you're just being really quiet. I'd say, what's your input on this, Tux? And you can say nothing.
Oh, my character's just observing.
Yeah, you can say I'm just observing, I'm doing nothing. Or you can say I'm going to say this or do this.
Yee. I respect that.
I do want to let you know my style of DM is rules as written, but rules as interpreted as well.
All right.
Okay, that's fair.
If the rule clearly states one way, the rule is as such. But if it does not clearly state one way, I will rule how it goes and make note of that ruling. So
Right.
Okay.
if a rule is very unclear, I will say this is what I interpret it as. You all can say what you interpret it as, and we can all just decide within the 2 to 5 minutes of that ruling briefing. And whatever we decide on is what we go for from there on out. Or for rules uninterpreted.
That sounds fair to me.
I do prepare the campaigns, but improv is welcome. So, if you
That's
wanted,
part of D&D.
yeah. So if you want, as long as you're not totally derailing the campaign, like you're just like, I'm just gonna sit here all day. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You gotta be
No.
doing
There's a
something. If you want to sit there all day, you're training a skill, or you're crafting something, or you're doing something to progress. You have to be progressing your character. You if you're not progressing the story, you're progressing your character.
Yeah.
So-
That,
So what you're saying is I should quit what I'm doing to open up a bakery.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my god, you fucking dipshit.
Listen.
I
Go ahead.
I do homebrew, so some enemies that you might recognize might not be exactly how you recognize them.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
And I do prefer a roleplay type of campaign, so there will be a lot of roleplay chances.
No issues here on that front.
Likewise.
What'd you say, Tux?
I said
nope.
likewise.
Oh,
Likewise? Okay. Player absences. How many players would you like to be absent before I reschedule this session?
1.
So if one person's absent, you keep playing.
No.
If one person's absent, reschedule.
Yes.
Okay. How many players?
Reschedule unless stated otherwise, I would say.
Yeah, 'cause-
Because I know some people could be like, I'm not going to be here, but I don't want you guys to miss the session.
Exactly.
Just have me training in the background. 'Cause I know sometimes people do that because we have to do things like whenever we're feeling really sick, we're not able to. But I mean, considering it's going to be a short campaign as is, missing sessions is very detrimental to us as the player. So being rescheduled would be preferable, but if a player does say, hey, no, you guys can play without me, then that's our choice to miss out on stuff. Which I feel like could be fair if everybody's along the same sort of mindset there.
Now, if you say play without you, would you rather a player take over your character, or would you like the DM to take over your character, or would you like them to just sluggishly be behind the group,
I
not
think that's
participating?
context sensitive.
You know, as I was saying earlier, if I was to say like, oh hey, I'm not able to make this session, keep playing without me. Honestly, I would say for you to give me an excuse to go back to camp or whatever, so my character can just train in the background.
Okay, so I'll just
So
put
I'm
if
not
a player
like in
says
the
to
action.
so if a player says to play without them, have them train.
Or like
Or just
gives
give us
them
some
like
reason not to be there.
General
Slept in.
X. General X called for you specifically back at blank spot, and then
Whatever
orc-
reason seems to fit what's happening.
yeah, orcs are very hierarchy dependent.
Why is my voice more on Jesse? Stop being on Jesse. There we go.
Why are you being Jesse?
I don't know. It swapped over for no reason. I wasn't Jesse earlier. I don't think.
We're gonna
Oh,
make
you're
me have
reactive? I
Yeah.
didn't see it change.
No, not my reactive. My voice mod.
Oh.
Yeah, don't make me be this voice again.
Ghost nipples. Yeah, I was momentarily deeper voiced.
No.
Winter, you all right with that? What they said for the player absences, or did you have a?
I'm
Okay.
perfectly fine with that. Yeah.
Okay. Player narrative authority. You guys have a lot of authority over the narrative, but I will restrict you if you completely derail things. Like I said earlier, if you're not progressing your character or the campaign or the story, I will smite you.
I mean, right. I mean, in all honesty, that makes sense. When it comes down to it, we are doing it to play the story. So if we're not progressing the story, then that is an issue.
But yeah, it's just there. But like as an example, like if you wanted to pause the story and be like, as a group, you wanted to find, let's say, Shadow, a magical item, you could all do that to make Shadow stronger, if that's what you all decided you wanted to do.
Yay.
Shadow specifically gets stronger. Yay.
My pet peeves, don't do unannounced rolls. Be ready on your turn. If you are consistently having your turns be longer than other players, I will start timing you. Shadow.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened for my first turn in the last campaign, or in the last session. But I had like a billion fucking things that were brand new on my page. Like,
no, I'm messing with you, but I'm just saying, like if let's say everyone finishes their turn in like under a minute or a minute, and you're taking 5 minutes on your turn, I'm gonna say act now or your turn's over, and from there on out your turns are gonna be timed for a minute.
Yeah.
This is.
I mean, I know some turns are naturally going to take longer anyway, because some people do need to read certain abilities just to make sure. But you're trying to be ready is not a bad thing either.
That is fine, but at least. So I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna. So I guess I should explain this. Have an idea of what you want to do before your turn comes around.
I mean, that's part of being ready for your turn in general, right?
If you have no idea what you're gonna do and your turn comes around and you're now just looking through your spell book or your attacks that you can do, basically while it's not your turn, you can slightly pay attention to the rest of the combat while looking what you want to do,
Yes,
and
I do.
just have a brief. I'm just saying, just have a brief idea of what you want to do.
Yeah.
I am fine with spellcasters taking a little bit longer on their turn because you have to read a descriptive spell. I'm not going to expect you to remember what a spell does.
I will say that I do agree that the turns should go by somewhat fast. At least be present on your turn as well. Uh, we don't
Yeah,
have that issue.
if it becomes your turn, you're going like, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a joke, Shadow. I wasn't personally jabbing at
Yeah.
you.
No,
I
it's
was
fine.
just
I
was
just-
just saying.
I just know that sometimes I've had some of my turns where I have everything prepped, ready to go, what I'm planning on doing, and then somebody does something that completely threw off the whole plan, and I have to replan the turn, like right when it comes to me, and I'm like,
No, I've had that too.
And I'm
I mean,
fine.
I know for
I'm
a
fine
fact-
with that. I'm totally fine with that.
'cause, like,
Yeah, I've definitely had times where it's been like, oh shit, I'm so sorry I'm taking so long.
I
I
I
am
will
reasonable.
admit-
I am reasonable.
Yeah.
I am.
I
Reasonable.
will strip admit I am a slow reader.
Yeah, that's fine. And
So
like I said,
do apologize for that beforehand.
I am very reasonable. It's just if I can tell that you're not prepared, if you're not at least trying to prepare off your turn and you're only just starting to look through everything on your turn consistently, I will start probably timing you.
Mhm.
So it was
I mean-
just
yeah, because
I mean, sometimes measures have to be taken for the sake of brevity.
yeah,
Yep.
because a combat that should only take 5 minutes, I don't want it lasting 30.
what are you using?
I will say
for...
though. Sorry.
No,
Say
go
what you're
ahead.
saying, Shadow?
No, you're
I
You're
was just
still-
going. Sometimes short combats take long anyway because combat, just in general, always seems to take longer than you intend. That's something
Yeah.
I've definitely learned from the years of playing. It always takes longer than you intend for it to be.
especially the rolls.
Fucking right.
So, what system or like what are you trying to use to run this?
I don't
This
know.
is relevant to the question you were having. Like, is it Foundry? Is it
I don't
D&D
own.
Beyond?
I don't own anything. So there is a free one on the web. It's like Owlbear or something like that I'll probably end up using unless someone wants to get me like Foundry or something.
Foundry's 8?
Yeah,
it's
dum dum.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
you can-
I've never heard of Owlbear, but I've heard of Roll20. That's what we used originally.
yeah.
That
we
was
used
another.
Roll20 for
That was
that.
another one I was gonna look into. To see how that works.
I will straight up say if it's something that if whatever program we do use helps add up the die and like proficiencies and all that, that would be real helpful for me because when it comes down to like math and stuff, I do have like what's the fucking term for it? It's not dyslexia, it's a different term for it, but it's like dyslexia. I really do struggle with math.
I'm
No,
terrible
you're-
at math. I can't even multiply.
So, the reason I ask is part of my turn prep. What I try to do is to measure out the distances of spells stuff and try to get a gauge of what I can cast.
Mhm.
And I was asking, would that be a bother to you if it appears? Because
No.
I know on Foundry, if you go to put down a thingy, you can't make it private to yourself for whatever reason. Like it shows to everyone.
That
So-
doesn't bother me.
Okay.
As long as it's not completely blocking the scene. I don't care. If you're trying to measure something out, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, good.
If you want, I know. So Foundry, if you want Foundry, I can't afford it, but I do know you can just give me your key and the download installer, and it would just work for me. So if you want to do that, we can use it, but I'm not gonna ask you to do that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna use like Roll20 or something.
You're
We should
With
totally
that-
do the session in Minecraft.
Oh god, if I have to make all these goddamn fucking Minecraft maps, I'm gonna kill a bitch.
Well, we could do it in Minecraft.
I
We
mean,
could.
technically you could.
I know
I've
Spectre likes to
kind
make
of
Minecraft
done it
maps.
before.
You've done it
Oh
before?
my god.
Yes.
A little bit, yeah. We were messing around.
After
It wasn't exact. It's a little more complicated, but at the same it's less roles, more actual, but the roles would probably be like certain things where you'd probably have to do it where similar to what I was gonna do. I'd have your role, probably figure out like a website or something, share like a picture of the role basically, or share your screen as you roll. And then if you want to like do something, I would let you basically, or you can't do it kind of thing. Combat's straightforward. It's fucking Minecraft. I can't control that. It's very like there's nothing you can do with that kind of situation. It's just, well, you're in combat. You can't roll for combat in Minecraft.
yeah.
With like NPCs and stuff, if you wanted to like do certain interactions with them, I'd have your role, and then with the NPC, I would change a little bit of like maybe their dialogue and stuff depending on your role. Like, oh, hey, you might get more information out of them, so I'd quickly just rewrite a little bit of dialogue so they had more information to give you. So when you talk to them, stupid little shit like that. It's a little more like straightforward with it, but you could technically do it.
Okay.
There is a dice mod or
the
two for Minecraft as well.
oh, is there? The
I think
two
like I'm pretty sure you can, yeah.
the two systems I am looking at have built-in dice rollers. So we'll see if whatever one I'll go with will have a dice roller. But yeah.
Hey.
But I'll discuss that later because, like I said, I still don't know what platform I'm using because, like I
That's
said,
fair.
I just don't have money to buy one, so I have to find
I mean-
a free one that's good.
Like literally, if you want, I'm still on board with like if you were to set up like a little space and just camera pointed down at it, and then literally just interact
Go-
on a map.
Go in MS Paint and draw the world.
I mean, if you want, it seems like way more work.
I mean, like Matt Mercer himself has said, all you need for D&D is a few sheets of paper, a pencil, and some dice.
Yep.
All right. We done. Any questions about anything I've said in the past? Bit.
Oh, nothing my brain's coming up with at the moment. Winter, how about you, baby? You've been quiet this
Nope.
whole time.
Okay. Then on to character creation.
Oh shit.
Creation stats. How do you want to do them? Do you want point by? It's
I do
a
not
standard
understand.
array.
I'm happy with
Point,
I'm happy with
rolling.
standard or point by.
Point by shadow is literally old style like games where you have 27 points and you start at all your points are like all your stats are 8s. You have 27 points, you put them in whatever you want. So if you want to put all those fucking points all the way into your strength, you can do that. And then when your strength reaches 20, which is the max, you go to the next one with whatever's left. That's point by.
I will say
it links
if
to 17.
I will say
Sorry.
if we if you all want to do point buy, I will allow you to bring a stat all the way down to 1 to increase your points that you can use to buy elsewhere.
Jesus, I would not
I don't
recommend
think-
that. Yikes.
I don't think you can actually do that on D&D Beyond.
I think
can't.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure
So-
you can't.
So I was
Because
looking
that-
at it the other day.
You
So I was
could
looking at it the other day, and I was like, the
flip
max
it.
you could put in was 17, and the minimum was 7.
You could do point
So they
buy.
changed that rule. That was an older rule that it was you could go all the way to 20. Okay, they changed it.
You could do point buy, but just do the manual entry, and then just do the math yourself.
It's a
Fair.
pain in the ass.
But like, see, I'm almost tempted to say I'm fine with rolling. I think it's 7d6, drop the lowest, or d20. I mean, drop the lowest. But
Yeah, one of my problems with like the rolled is you can get fucked over
Way
really
too
bad.
fucked over.
Example, I'm a warlock. I use charisma for my spellcasting modifier. My lowest roll for my stuff is charisma. I'm a warlock with 7 charisma. Yeah, I can't. I fuck with my spells. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I have max strength as a warlock.
Or worse, and this has actually happened. You just every single roll is lower than fucking 10.
Yeah.
You can't play that character. That's physically unplayable. You will
Caveat?
not survive anything, not even a level 1 encounter.
caveat. I always like to do it in the way where you drop the lowest, but you pick the order in which the scores go. So like you can pick which one gets the highest, which one gets the whatever. And also if everything is like at a 10 or below, you just re-roll. Because that's like
I believe that's manual / rolled array.
yeah, because it's I don't know what the words are for it, but I've seen it done
'cause
before.
Point by is literally you have a maximum of 27 points. You put into like if you want to put 15 into charisma, that's minus 9 points.
Yeah, it's
So you do that, you have 18 points left.
So once you hit level 14, it goes up by 2. So instead of 1 point per level, so to go from level 8 to 9 is 1 point, 8 to 10 is 2 points, but 8 to 14 is 7 points. 8
that's
to 15
way
is
more
9
complicated.
points.
Like point buy is actually really complicated. Fuck.
You can also just do it where you don't drop a stat down to 1 and you just do whatever D&D Beyond lets you. I was just giving the option if you wanted to do that, like make a stat super dumb to make a stat super strong, I would allow it.
Okay.
Right.
I'll let you all
Yeah.
discuss it
Yeah.
to decide amongst yourselves.
Yeah, 'cause standard array is what we use for what we've been using all round. Which like the minimum stat you can have is 8, maximum is 15. With like point buy, at least for like starting level 1 as an example, you can have, I believe it's 3 stats up to 15, but then everything else is at 8. And then the rolled is you roll to see what you fucking get.
I'm really tempted to just roll and then place them where I want them to go.
We can do it per character if you all want that. We can have, shadow roll, you standard array, you point buy if that's what you want.
I just
But
feel like my orc is about to get
just
their
know
ass handed to them.
if you're rolling for your stats, you're rolling for your HP as well every level up.
Okay, that's fair. I actually had one time where I did the rolls for my stats. The DM forced me to re-roll because every single roll I had was like 17 or higher. Or like something like I think my lowest stat was a 16 or something around there.
I'm gonna be
Like, I
honest.
got, like-
If you rolled 6 nat 20s, I'd allow it. Especially if I witnessed it. I wouldn't be happy.
They forced me to re-roll because they're like, "There's no way all your stats are." They saw me, they watched me do. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
And then you re-rolled all nat ones.
No, I re-rolled again, and everything was still slightly above the curve. So it was like, whatever. I think it was like 17, 15, 12, another 17, like 10, and like 9, or something like that.
I will say, with point buy, you can have all your stats not be negative. So you can. I think you can have all your stats be +1 or higher with point buy. Standard array.
At least one is a negative.
One's always negative. One's always 0.
Unless
is
you're a complete psycho and you invest all of your race stat stuff to be in your worst stat, then you start the game out with nothing in the negative. It's not a psycho, it's just you're trying to be like fully rounded, but typically you want to
No, I get it.
put more points.
I'm fairly certain Luca's like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because like when I was making some of my more recent characters, it just coincidentally worked out. Like, yeah, the highest stat was 15, but I think I started the game with like stats at 16, and like, yeah, which isn't too bad.
Did you all decide what point system you want to use?
I guess I'm gonna have to look more into point buy because it's not actually. Do you have a link to the campaign?
I do not.
Already? Okay. I will just make a random character.
Once the campaign's made, we can join from the.
I was gonna ask Winter if you could make the campaign, since you own a lot of the material, and I don't own any of the material. I'm going based off of what I can get online.
Oh, did you get a chance to get your homebrew classes added, or no?
I got the barbarian one added, and it's just really bad. I don't know what I'm doing. It's very messy.
Yeah, the homebrew stuff is counterintuitive from what I saw on Beyond.
Yeah, it's not the easiest.
I was just thinking, if you go one of these homebrew subclasses, just don't pick a subclass and just keep mental note, or add it to your character sheet as like an action, an item, or etc. You know.
I mean, if you want my help, I guess I can sort of try to add it because I think I do want to go with that ranger one.
I know on Foundry, and I think on Roll20 you can actually add them into those platforms itself. I know you don't have access to Foundry at the moment, but I think you can still do that on Roll20. I can't fully remember though.
I will ask. Does anyone want the ranger class? Like, I don't want to just take it.
I was kind of gathering you wanted ranger.
Yeah, so. It's very, very me coded.
I'm personally looking towards barb or fighter, or maybe a mixed class of both. But then, admittedly, I was working on an orc character before this all started, so and the idea I had, the character I was working on is, barb fighter sort of type of character with a big ass fucking hammer. So of course I wouldn't be picking ranger for that. I don't know which subclass I'm going to go for at the moment. I don't know if either of the subclasses Specty has worked on works with her in particular. So it is something though they are both really fucking interesting, and I wouldn't mind trying to play them at some point as well. Just depends how things go, I guess.
They will be in the next campaign.
Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn on optional class features. I'm going to get rid of coin weight. It
and
doesn't matter anyway.
just so you're aware, you can pick any class and subclass within the 5.5 and 5e rules.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know if you do mix, you can't. It's just the site literally won't let you mix 5e and 5.5. I know,
Yeah,
it just
which
won't
kind of
let you mix them.
sucks because there's some really good 5
I will.
classes.
That's why I was when I do
There
my D&D,
is.
that's why I don't do 5.5 because mixing it is very muddy.
I don't know why they didn't just call it D&D 1 like it is. It's literally D&D 1. I don't know why they made it 5.5.
Because they're making D&D 2, quote unquote,
Yeah. So like
which is gonna be D&D 1, I think. Or 4. No, it's gonna be they're actually making 6 now. It's literally gonna be it's gonna be 60 now.
my level 1 no race selected, no class selected character named the character for Specty's campaign.
So when it comes to picking races, on beyond that are multiple different types of orc, considering you have the modern era orc, the okay, yeah, you don't have an orc for the old core rules, but you have a half orc for core rules, and then in the expanded rules from oh, which one are you from? Let me find you again. Yeah, there's the orc from Mordecai presets Monsters of the Multiverse. There's Orc of Eberron from Last War Rising, and there's other. I know there's just like there's a mark of finding half orc and all that sort of stuff. So, are the expanded rules orcs are permitted, or
If
would you
you,
prefer us to stick with?
I can't find them in my list that I have available to me. So when I search orc, I just have half orc base, and orc for playable
Damn.
species.
Orc racer trait's actually insanely good. What the fuck?
So would you rather us just stick with the 5.5e? Or
you can do 5e and 5.5e orcs.
well, the other ones from the expanded also count as either.
5.
That's what I was asking.
If you can get me their stat blocks, like their stats, yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow any variant of an orc that you can select
You
on
said
D&D
level
Beyond.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be
Oh, yeah, I
playing
should
10
probably
through 15.
So any background required, or is it like up to us?
Up to you. You can pick any
Okay.
background. If you need thunder, jeez. If you need so right now I'm allowing any orc, so half orc base orc. I'm allowing goblins, hobgoblins, and kobolds.
Okay.
So the same list as earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's just all what I see when I look up. Like when I look up orc.
Half orc,
Those are...
kobold, goblin, and human only if you're a wizard.
Yes, and I'm only allowing one wizard. If you go wizard.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Shasha? Why you?
I mean, I think I'm gonna be fine playing some sort of monstrous character for one. I say for
Yeah.
once.
Yeah,
Variant existed.
yeah, the reason I'm restricting like wizard to human is because orcs don't typically practice magic in this
Yeah, I
setting.
know there are like orc shamans, but it's like very uncommon in general, like most versions of orcs.
That's why
Okay,
I'm
so
only allowing warlock and sorcerer.
from Monsters of the Multiverse, the only difference I'm seeing with the orc here is they have the adrenaline rush, same as current rules orc. Their dark vision is 60 feet instead of 120, which is the new rules have 120 foot dark vision. So they've got less dark vision, but they have a feature called Powerful Build. You count as one size larger when determining your carry capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift.
And considering carrying capacity is being ignored, push, drag, or lift is still useful.
I'll allow
So
it.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just the only difference is you have less dark vision and you can pull and drag things that are bigger,
I'll
one
allow
size
it.
larger. So like
you're a
so
workhorse.
like some things like you can't. Example there would be most people like if you're a medium size and you can pull up to a large size creature, right? With orcs, you can pull up to a huge size creature instead of just large.
That's actually
Hmm.
helpful. That's actually cool. I like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the difference with powerful build.
in Tolkien stuff, like orcs were hauling some of those fucking massive like siege machines. So like and like the catapults and shit. So
I mean, there was
yeah, that
like
checks
different
out.
orcs for like different purposes and stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's what the
if there's
let
a
me grab you
if there's a variant of the orc that you want to use that I didn't list, just send it to me and I'll most likely allow it.
let me give you screenshot.
I was
of
gonna
it.
say you're welcome to flavor and tweak and reflavor the race as you like, as long as it's orcish.
Yeah,
That's fair.
the most of the multiverse one. Oh, you've made a campaign winter?
Yep.
Okay, let me copy and then I can join with
And
that
then
character.
Spectre, what you probably can do to have access to everything is just join the campaign with a random character that you don't use.
Yeah.
So you can see all the rules.
I'm just gonna go with my copy of Luca.
No.
If I quickly backspace.
Someone is revving an engine outside, or that's a lot of loud thunder and a clear blue sky.
Sorry, I'll stop revving. My bad.
And it's very loud.
Yeah, I had a lot of fucking engine rev, not engine rev. Now I'm getting confused. I had a lot of thunder earlier. I actually heard it in real time. I was in my bedroom, heard it really fucking loud in front of the house. I got up to go to the bathroom, and like I could literally just hear the fucking thunder going over my house and further down the way. It's just like, okay, fast moving fucking storm. I think there's two different fucking. Well, we're not using Aarakocra, but
yeah.
I'm also using this moment to test to see if my music is being split properly.
I don't know.
I will. Just a reminder: this game is Lord of the Rings themed.
Yes.
4 to 6 sessions. If you didn't hear me when I said it, you can tweak and reflavor your race as you see fit. I will allow it as long as it doesn't go too out of the scope of things. So as long as it stays orcish or within the orc faction.
Yeah.
So, like, appearance-wise, do they always have to be grotesque, or can they be like?
You can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
The only requirement is I'm going to either you need to have in your appearance your 2 bottom teeth or 2 top teeth hanging over either your top lip or your bottom lip.
Okay, so the tusks need to be there.
Yes. If you're an orc. If you're a goblin, you just need to be small. If you're a kobold, you can be a furry or a dragon type creature.
All right.
Because kobolds technically have two variants: the furry variant and the scaly variant.
Oh my god!
Yeah, 'cause
I can actually play a kobold. I forgot about that.
yeah, because I know, like you had like some of the original kobolds were like kind of like a mix between like a rat and a dog almost. And then they just gradually became more and more reptilian over time.
1E said in their description said dog-like
Yeah.
in their description.
Yeah.
In original D&D, they were originally like dog canid, and then they like slowly just formed more into a dragon-esque.
They
Because
still got
of
the
lore.
snoot. They still got the snoot though.
They got
Of a
the
dog.
snoot, but they
Yeah.
became more dragon-esque because of lore reasons, which involve dragons.
Yeah. But I will allow you to be more.
2.0.
I will allow you to be more dog-like if you want to go that route.
That's what
Okay.
I'm gonna probably do, because I am gonna be a kobold.
Oh yay!
All right, so
Two
wait, are you two
fairies.
both going to be fucking kobolds?
I think I might be a kobold. It was either that or an orc. I really like that racial trait for the orcs, where you called relentless endurance.
Mm.
But
Oh,
like,
yeah, because I know half orcs and orcs both have relentless endurance.
oh okay.
I guess I should say this right now. Death. This is a homebrewed rule. On death,
Yes.
you get an adrenaline roll. You get an adrenaline surge. Upon taking fatal damage, dropping to 0 and not enough to instantly die, the player immediately gets a turn to take an attack action, can use action surge and other abilities that grants multi-attacking, but cannot heal during this time. Only during this turn, if the player has action surge, they regain all uses. They do not count against their overall usage. During this turn, the player does not have disadvantage on any rolls. Player cannot heal at all during this turn. Player drops dead at the end of this turn and will start their death saves as normal. Other players can still revive this player after they have finished this turn, and it's only once per long rest. Usage resets if the player rolls a nat 20 on death save.
Okay, so that's for everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So
I know a lot of orcs do have their they fall to 1.
yeah, so the
then-
fall to 1 would trigger first, and then if they took damage past that on their next turn that didn't outright kill them, this death surge would take effect.
Yeah, the adrenaline surge would take effect. So if you're a fighter and you have action surge, you regain all of your action surges just for that turn. They do not count towards your overall usage.
I believe you only ever get 1 action surge as is.
You get 3 at higher level.
Oh, fair enough.
So
I've never got far enough in a fighter to get that then.
Yeah, I think max level fighter level 18 or 20, you get 3. So that's why that's in there. Like if you have 3 action surges, you can action surge 3 times during this turn, and it doesn't count against your overall usage. So like if you only have 1 usage left when you get into adrenaline surge, you get 3 uses, and if you get revived, you still have that 1 usage. Like,
all right.
So as like
definitely gonna need that written down. Definitely gonna need like a PDF or somewhere for that where that's written down, so I can.
All this will be on my GitHub under the campaign for the GitHub.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking towards the Monsters of the Universe orc, admittedly.
Adrenaline surge sounds pretty cool, actually.
I'm gonna be honest. I named it that before I realized that orcs had an ability called Adrenaline Rush.
Yeah, I might borrow that.
Do you want, while you guys are creating your characters, do you want me to read off the other homebrewed rules?
Sure.
Okay. Rolling a nat 1. Something bad, not serious, happens to you. It can be serious. if it's if the situation goes for it.
Like a nat 1 on a save, maybe?
Yeah. If you are rolling for a skill or an action check, player RPs what happens for their bad roll. Example, roll a nat 1 on an athletic check. Player RPs or describes what went wrong. Example, I tried to jump up to the roof, but I only jumped up like 5 feet and slipped and landed on my butt. I would assess that and I would either give you a conditional effect or take away HP.
That's fair. Kind of like what Winter already does.
Yeah,
Like everyone
it's
gets fucking proned or take full damage if needed.
Yeah, it's pretty much copied from what Winter does. Because I liked it.
I mean, she's amazing as it is. So
Yeah.
love you, Winter.
Winter!
What?
Love!
Me.
Oh, I
Love
have
me.
to turn it off.
So I do have initiative rules, homebrewed rules.
Okay.
Rolling a nat 1 on initiative. If a PC or an NPC rolls a nat 1 for initiative, they have disadvantage on their first attack roll on the first round.
Okay.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool too.
I mean that sounds fair to me. So, question:
Yes.
are you allowing what's it called? Optional class features or
Yes.
okay, so optional class features are enabled.
But
origin
actually-
customization.
What was that?
Origin customization.
What's that?
Well, in all how sometimes you can go into your origin, your backstory, and you can make a customized one, taking different stats and all that. I think it's kind of easier just to pick from what's available, but are there any limits as to backgrounds and stuff?
Backgrounds have
It
no
allows you to
limits.
alter
Just pick whatever background you want.
Okay,
Okay.
As long as it
So-
fits the setting. If
So,
it's like
yes,
if it's like you're a fairy princess, no.
then. Clearly, I'm a
Okay.
fairy princess. I'm the prettiest princess.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn on customize origin. The thing I wanted to bring up, because we're evil,
Yeah.
I can't remember which thing that got added, but it's called. It's effectively like, rim deal or something along those lines.
The moon.
You get like
the
a
moon.
yeah, that one. You basically get some. Hang on. I have to add a class first so I can see it. So Barbarian, add class, optional feature manager, the Crooked Moon Dark Bargain. At your DM's description, you can take a dark bargain.
If
And if you look at the
I will allow it if you can make your backstory fit it.
Okay.
Or if
dark bargain,
or we can have it be you don't have it at the start, but you gain it mid campaign.
oh wow,
I just if you're going to take a bargain, I need your backstory to say why you have it. It needs to be a traumatic thing that happened for you to get this. Whether you personally know about it or not, it's just something. If your character knows or not, like they might have forgotten or they don't have recollection of getting this bargain or this bad event that gave them this gift.
or they could have to finish some quest for the patron first, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Devils don't usually work for free.
Yeah, if you want to have a bargain, I will allow it. Just know there will be, side effects.
Oh yeah. If you want, I gotta try to find the list of the bargains
I
so I
have
can send them to you. Oh, okay. Because for some reason it's not letting me look at the. Oh wait. Oh, there it is. Dark bargain. Bestial Awakening, Call of the Lonely, Collector of Stories, Crooked Fortune, Cult of Personality, Hand of Death, the Old, Self-Serving
I'd assume
Sacrifice.
you mean these, right? Like Echoing Souls, Intrusive, Gathering Whispers, Living
Can
Shadow.
you access my character on the campaign?
I don't have. Oh, you use that site too, Winter? I do. That's that's the site I'm using. I don't have access to the campaign yet.
Okay, hang on.
You
No, I
need
don't
to
want
make the
screen.
character. You need to make a character in general.
I
Hang
just
on.
have a copy of Luca.
There, I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see this?
Let me go to Discord. Yes.
Yeah, so it's all this stuff.
What are we doing again? Was it standard array or point by? I can't remember.
Wait, what is this that I have a list of?
That's different.
That's dark
Those
gifts.
are yes, those are the dark gifts. Those are completely
because it's labeled as dark bargains.
dark bargains. That's what you get for the dark bargain. That's the thing Shadow's referring to.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because this is the only thing I can find
It's
about
a
the dark
little
bargains.
more complicated. It digs into a lot of stuff because this comes from fucking what was the Crooked Moons book, which is a lot of like shenanigans with dark arts kind of thing, and they have their own system with a lot of things like that, so that's what it's following.
To make things easier, I'm just gonna say no to put dark bargains in.
Okay.
Unless you really absolutely want one. But
this is actually the first time I've had a chance to really look through them. Outside of, I think it was Crooked Fortune that I saw, and I was like, huh. But yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
I was just curious.
I'd be willing to include them. It's just I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on them, so
Yeah.
It's a complicated source of knowledge.
Back to the rules though. For initiative, if you roll a nat 20, so if a PC or NPC rolls a nat 20 for initiative, they have advantage on their first attack on their first round. They're also guaranteed to hit their first attack with a crit.
Okay.
So like, if their attack lands, it's an automatic crit regardless of 20.
Yeah. So so when you go for the attack on your for your first attack, you roll with advantage. If you hit at all, it's an automatic crit.
What if you crit on that roll? Is it a double crit?
I don't believe crits stack in general, honey.
They don't.
They don't. But there's another rule. Critical hit. When you roll a critical hit, when a critical hit is rolled, nat 20, it has to be a nat 20. Take the damage of that. Take the max damage of that can be rolled on the crit and add a normal 1 dice roll.
Okay, so instead of 2 dice rolls, it's 1 dice roll plus the max damage.
Yeah, so if your max damage is, so if your weapon can do 1d12 and on crit it's 2d12, so you take 24 plus 1d12.
So you said that was only if you have a 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
you said that was only if you hit a 20 though. What if you have a ability like the champion where you get crit on 19s?
So to make it so Ranger isn't the subclass for Ranger isn't constantly dishing out like 500 damage around, I limit it to that 20.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're a champion fighter with abilities for nat 20.
No,
you still get a critical. It's just not the same type as critical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
I think
it's
that's
so
fair.
critical. The
You
only
should
reason
get a bonus.
the only reason I did this is because if you roll an at 20 and you roll 2 dice and you get 2 damage, that's kind of shit feeling. So
Yeah, that's fair.
so
Oh, I think I'm pretty sure the second wind, getting back your getting more than 1 second wind is only in the new rules.
what?
Yeah, because 2014 second wind, you don't get to an additional second wind use at later levels. You only ever get the one use.
What is second wind? I'm confused.
Well,
Where is
Um,
this coming from?
Second wind for fighters, you get to use your second wind
Oh,
to re-roll to get another attack or another action rather. You only ever get one use of that between short rest and long rest as a
You have a
2014
limited
fighter.
this bonus action you can
On
regain. You can use this feature twice. You regain 1 expended use when you finish a short rest. You regain all expended use. Wait. I
yeah,
thought it was just for hit
that's
points.
second one. Oh, I'm fucking looking at. Ignore me. I'm being stupid. I'm getting fucking confused again between second wind and action surge. I keep fucking doing that. I am so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was like second
Wait.
wind. That's only HP. I was confused.
Second wind. But yeah, you still only get to use that once with the old rules. That's what I was trying. Overall, what I was trying to get at. You get a lot more versatility out of that with the new fighter, because new fighter you can use it for Oh no, yeah, action surge you get. Hang on, I'm because there's two different fucking rule sets. I'm looking between them.
You
I'm
get
done.
On here.
on 2024 you get 1
shit you
action
not.
surge.
I'm done.
You're done?
You're done?
Mm-hmm.
Bloody hell!
What?
You get 2 action surges and 3 extra attacks at max level.
Wait, you finished your
2024.
character already?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
I would assume the specs. Not I just kind of interesting if you already had a backstory.
Is there really only the one Kobold page?
Yeah. Kobolds don't have kobolds don't really have anything.
Small.
I'm still naming them, but that's my
Oh my
character.
god! Oh my god!
What?
2 kobolds is actually kind of amazing.
Why?
Draconic Cry.
Oh yeah.
It's their racial trait.
It's bad.
It's basically a rallying cry. It gives
It's
the
bad.
party advantage.
Oh no, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. All I could say is have fun dealing with me.
Have fun
Just know
being
I'm
with you.
kicking you both.
I'm just gonna be sat here grinning ear to ear.
You're gonna be kicking us? Why?
Yes.
We're tiny.
Exactly.
Oh no, you won't be kicking me, sweetheart. You know exactly why. You won't be
Fine, I'll
kicking
pick
me.
you up and yeet you.
Oh, good luck picking me up. You'll need a strength check.
Are you being a warrior? A massively tiny warrior that is immovable?
No,
Kobold-
even better than that.
Kobolds are small, so
That's not the point.
Yes, but we have no limit on how much
I-
they can hold. This kobold
I
could weigh
assume-
thousands of pounds.
true.
I assume she's referencing to being a druid and being in some form of beast shape.
Oh shit.
Good luck
A
picking
druid
me up.
kobold. A druid kobold? Wait. What?
I mean,
And
if
because I'm level 10, I can be in that form for a very, very long time. Multiple
Good.
times.
Oh dear me.
Good fucking luck yeeting me into non-existence. You're just gonna deal with a very angry thing. Don't know yet. I have to pick what I'm going to use for that, but good luck with that.
So, don't we need to get to the store eventually, though?
It's already 8, not my fault.
Yeah, I just know we should.
She did offer to go to the store before Toxi joined, so
Oh, Specky's gonna have so much fun with my fucking druid.
I will be honest, it'll probably take me more than just the rest of this, like, sitting session to make my character anyway.
I
No,
can stay
I
in
mean,
this room for over 5 hours. I love this.
just work on your character from now until, like before first session. No need to
Yeah.
focus on it right now.
I'm gonna have to find a picture or something.
Well, while we're still together, should we quickly establish like how we know each other? Like, what's general backstory for us, Spectre?
Basically you're all high. Basically, you have gone through a lot of combat. You have survived a lot of conflicts, and you have risen the ranks together. You weren't always fighting together, but you know each other through like word of mouth, or by fighting each other with each other. And
Considering I picked soldier as my background, that fits perfectly because literally I'm a soldier. I was raised and bred to fight, so makes sense that I've probably seen you fuckers around. I probably fought alongside you and then probably fucked off somewhere. I just kept getting pulled away back and forth. So I probably just know you in passing.
So you say we're like high up in the chain?
you are so most orcs, most soldiers do not survive one conflict. You have technically survived like multiple, like 10, more than the average.
I would say my character either A, leads with from the front kind of deal, groups that hunt down like hidden tunnels, networks, people trying to flee for safety and whatnot. Like literally, like sewer systems, rat dens, that kind of shit. Because small character can get in, fucking go through all these systems, find people, exterminate them, that kind of thing.
I would even say maybe if you want, one of you guys could have been like a companion to me since I can transform into creatures half the time. Because of that specialty, I was probably like thrown around a fucking lot because who doesn't want a giant fucking bear or something even worse?
I can ride on you. I can
or
ride
giant
on you.
wolf. Yes, I can be a dire wolf considering I have the Circle of the Moon, which allows me up to a CR of, I believe it's a CR of like a max CR of like 1 or 2, or maybe even higher than that. I have to remember. It's been a very long time since I played fucking Druid. Because if you just have the normal wild shape, you can go up to a CR of, I think it's 1 max. But if you have Circle of the Moon, it raises it to, I think it's like 2 or 3. Because that is, you're shifting. I have to look into it again. Unless they fucking changed it. Which I don't think they did.
While you two discuss that, by the way, you can discuss this after the session. You don't have to end the session with you all knowing your background and how you know each other. I just want to get through a few more things before we end.
Yeah.
The in-game politics and factions, humans and orcs have been at war for centuries. There are very few humans within the orc faction. There are very few orcs with the human faction. Humans are extremely racist to orcs, and orcs are extremely racist to humans.
Yummy.
You're starting at level 10. This campaign's ending at level 15. There's going to be 4 to 6 sessions. Can be shorter or longer. Campaign will end with you speccing your character out to level 20. So on the very last session, when we end, you will fully spec your character out to level 20.
Oh, I did have a question.
Yes.
Considering we are at are at a higher level, we have feats.
Yes.
Do you want us to? Are you going to allow feats?
I am allowing
Provided they make
feats.
sense for the character.
I'm
Okay.
allowing feats, and I'm also allowing feats as a reward. So you can all come
Okay.
to me as like, for example, let's say you want Gift of the Chromatic Dragon, or the Gem Dragon, or the Metallic Dragon. Since there's
Mhm.
3 of you, and there's 3 of those, one of you can get the Metallic, one of you can get the Gem, and one of you can get the Chromatic, as long as you complete what is needed to do it.
Okay,
Huh.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Like if you all say I want that feat, I want one of these feats, and you all decide who's going to get what,
Calculator.
then yeah,
Uh,
then I can
Alright.
add that
Yeah.
as like a side
a lot of
quest.
yeah.
You can
The dragons were
as high as your
fighting with
divided by 3 rounded.
Saruman, so yeah, that makes sense.
10 divided.
At least some of them.
3. Okay, I was right. Okay, so I was right.
Alright.
Oh no, that. You're gonna hate me.
Sorry, did I
I'm
did I get that backwards?
looking forward to it.
Saruman's the white. Saruman's the corrupted bad wizard guy, right?
Saruman's the
The-
white, the
Yeah,
white
the one in
one.
the white.
The one that Gandalf.
Sauron the white, or Sauron the
Yeah.
white, and then
They're technically
Sasha.
both not normal people. They're like
That's why I'm limiting
gods or
wizard to
something.
human, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because it's reserved for
I'm gonna
like
need my beast
really
list
powerful.
Again. Fuck me.
Great. It is now glory.
Um,
I'm assuming if we have languages we can pick, Orc is probably the answer.
Yeah, to which I was actually going to ask about that as well.
I was going to just do common for the main language.
Well,
Okay.
well, yeah, we
Uh,
can read and write common, but they usually make us pick another language. So if I'm a
Yeah.
kobold, I would probably know Orc. given
Yeah,
that-
I did that out of like, if everybody's a fucking orc.
yeah,
then-
yeah, you can go. So orcs typically speak common or orc.
Yeah.
Um,
Which, considering I am picking an orc, the rules that I have.
Becky,
Well, I have
I'm
a
gonna
bunch
give
of
you a
funny rules.
list just so you're aware.
That's all right.
This is gonna be druid related.
Quickly,
Are there any other languages an orc would typically know?
are there any what?
Other languages an orc would typically know? Like, would I also potentially? Wait, why is it asking me to know orc when I already know orc?
A orc could technically know draconic.
Okay. Maybe goblin, considering goblins are
The
also
reason,
part of our faction.
so amongst like the mixed races, it's typically just common that everyone knows, that everyone just speaks. So like if an orc speaking with a kobold or a goblin, it's just a common. Orcs speak between with orcs against with themselves. Goblins and kobolds can know orc, from being around them and learning it, if you so desire. I will say you default no common. You can pick
Yeah,
or
I believe.
Well, that's
if
given.
sometimes it's not. Sometimes it makes you pick common. Because when I made Luca, I had to pick common for one of my languages.
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah, because it
I know
usually
you-
says your
I know
character can
you-
speak, read, and write common in one other language.
I don't know. But
I know there's common sign language.
so you know common. You can either know orc or draconic. You
Okay.
can base that off of your race or whatnot.
I was thinking, because like kobolds know draconic as well, don't they? So if I'm hanging around with two fucking kobolds, I'd likely pick it up from them.
But yeah, that's those are the languages you'll mostly run across: common, orc, and draconic.
Now I'm just imagining a bunch of orcs using sign language.
Technically, you could if you didn't want the enemy. If you think the enemy might understand any of the languages, other than sign language.
Thieves can.
Ow.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna quickly read over this though. We're almost done. Healing can be a bonus action or an action, your choice.
Okay.
Downtime / crafting. If you want to train stats or do crafting or something during downtime, please discuss with me.
Okay.
Party roles. When asked, you all or a specific. I wrote this really badly. When asked, you or a specific person will roll a stat the DM asks for. I will let you know if I'm not having you all roll at the same time. I will let you know if whether or not the other players can help the specific person, like give the help advantage.
Okay.
Gaining inspiration. You gain inspiration if you impress me with the way you handle a situation. You may also gain inspiration if you decide to take a terrible fate if asked on a failed save.
Okay.
You can only have one inspiration. If you gain another, you must give it to another player or lose it.
That's fair.
That's actually fair.
And I didn't write it down, but I will. Since this is being streamed, if someone donates to me and says, I really like this character, you also gain inspiration.
Fair enough.
Yay, pay to win!
Yes.
I have a feeling everybody's gonna want my character to die just because.
No.
Advantages, disadvantages, and ability checks. Stacking, no. Giving aid just gives advantages. Just gives advantage. Multiple attempts. At what point is too many attempts for a particular thing enough? What do you guys think? Like how many times can you roll to pick a lock before it's enough?
Normally, in my preference, from what I've experienced as a DM, usually like I don't go more than 3 because at that point it's redundant. Especially when you're just like, okay, can we please just continue? Or you could do it just like everybody gets a chance, just one chance per person. Because if people are sat there for fucking like picking the lock like 5 separate times, at that point it's like somebody's gonna fucking notice, or it's like that's a time eater. I'd say like give everybody at least one chance.
If somebody's going to have a chance of noticing, then that's literally on us for sitting there for that long. At that point, DM has full right to have an enemy walk by and go, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I will say, if somebody is playing a thief or a rogue, they're going to have lockpicking tools, in which case they should be able to try until they break all their locks at that point.
Which, if you need me to make you a specific item or anything like that, I can help with that.
Okay.
I just wanted to break the door.
I just wanted to ask.
It should be once per person.
What you all wanted, because I know like having one character constantly fail over and over can be quite annoying. So I wanted to ask if you wanted to limit it.
It can also be
situational.
It can be funny, but
dependent.
If it's taking too long, like if we're all obviously enjoying it, then let it play out because it's funny. If somebody's like, "Hey, can we please hurry up?" Like, I think it's feel like it's kind of like a read the room situation as well. Give us all a couple attempts, sure, but if you need to push things along, push things along.
3 attempts each.
That sounds fair to me.
I think a hard fast rule is like not necessary, is what I'm getting at. Like for most things, like if there's like something you're trying to do, you usually only get like one chance at it anyway. So like if you fuck it up, you fuck up. But like picking a lock, yeah, if somebody's like jamming their shit in there and it's hilarious, I would love to let it play out.
I'll add a situational.
Riddle diddle or fiddle diddle. What is it? Yeah.
Depends how the roleplay is going, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Mostly it's just RP. And as long as everybody's having fun, it's good. Like, I'm not gonna ask to re-roll a check on something over and over again anyway. Like, I searched this bush, blank. I searched this bush again for blank.
You've
I
done it.
Yeah.
though.
still searched.
You have done it. You have
Oh, I'm
done
not denying
it.
that.
And
If
I have
you-
both, and you have both driven me nuts with that shit. And I'm just sat here like, I'm gonna
If
strangle you
you-
both after this.
If you made it apparent that we needed to do that, that's when we did it again.
I have 3 attempts
Like-
each situation with parties having fun.
Yeah, that's fair. Because, like, Yeah.
But yeah, I was just, at what point do I just say you failed, you can't do it, or you basically give up in shame, or whatever,
Or the fucking
or automatically,
kick brakes.
or automatically
Kick
like,
brakes.
well, that was just an example, like trying to get on a horse. Like if I make you have to, like if you're kobold, it's going to be pretty hard for you to get on a horse.
Not with animal handling.
see, and that's
So it depends if you
That-
fail your animal handling.
Good luck with that, for me at least.
that's one of those, like, most of the time I'm just gonna give it one shot, and then if it fails bad enough, then it's
You're going to ask.
probably not
you're
gonna
gonna-
try it again.
You're going to ask.
At
Tux
that
to
point,
lift
it's
you up.
kind of a.
Right.
At that point, it's like somebody assist me. I'm
Obvious-
having too many problems with this.
I do want to say also, critical successes. So if you roll in at 20, like on a persuasion check, your odds of a success are basically 100, but not guaranteed to be 100. Just want to let you know.
I convinced God that he's actually just a peasant.
To be fair, I've done that myself, where it's like, yeah, you did get in that 20. You almost got there, but no, sorry. It's just one of those situations.
You needed to roll in at 100.
There are situations that you actually need like you need more than a goddamn 20. There are situations because your fucking stat bonuses can go so fucking high. I have seen it. And I've actually experienced it.
I mean, I've been watching fights recently where they've had to fight enemies, and it's just like, okay, I hit a 21 to hit. Is that okay? Nope, you don't hit.
Mm-hmm.
You needed at least 22. I think
Yep.
one of the enemies was 25.
Yeah, when you start getting into the
fucking armor
later
class.
levels, things start fucking going up
Mhm.
and up. It's insanity.
Oh, firearms
What is
or anything
that?
like that.
No,
Are they allowed? Okay.
this is
Yeah.
this is pre firearms. There are catapults, cannon like, and what are they called?
Ballistas?
Ballistas. There are those,
Probably war elephants.
but there's nothing like a gun. So like artificer would not be able to have a gun. Even if the subclass allowed it, it would have to not be a gun.
Okay. Well, used to that. Wait, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this feat? Spray and
Spray and
pray.
pay. Yeah. Death as well. If you outright die, you will need to make a new character. You can. Your character will be introduced like in the same session. By the way, I won't make you sit until next session.
Okay.
So,
So it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a backup character if required.
yes.
'Cause I know for a fact I won't be able to have a character made by the end of the session. I know I'm too slow with that shit.
Yeah. So
Unlike me, apparently.
you can have a backup character. It is probably advised to have a backup character. The character will your new character can be the same if you desire. Just change a few things up to not be 100% exact.
It's their sister or brother with like one letter off from the other name.
Like change their name at least, and change some
Yeah.
aspects of their background. Or you can leave the background out and then develop on it as the game goes on. You will keep all your previous levels on death when you make a new character. You can.
Okay.
You don't have to stay the same class though. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna.
It's mostly the sorting class stuff out that would take me the long time.
Yeah. So like let's say Winter is a druid and they die and they're like, I don't want to be druid no more, and they go barbarian. They can on their new character, same level that they died at. So, and then resurrection. If a player dies, the party can resurrect them if that player that is getting resurrected agrees to it.
I guess I'll be useful. I have Revivify.
So
Fuck you all.
if Shadow dies and Shadow says no, I don't want to be revived, and you attempt to revive, you extend the resources to fail. So if it
That's
costs you
fair.
resources.
I've seen that happen with a player death elsewhere.
Hey,
And
some
it's literally
people
a case
just
of,
want to
like,
play a new character.
They literally said like off screen, like, if you guys don't convince me in character, I'm not coming back.
And then
I need water.
before we end, I had you all think of a year, century, or decade.
Mhm.
I abstain. I abstain. I'm following whatever they want. I abstain.
Given originally I had no idea it was like going to be Lord of the Rings themed, and originally thought it was limited to a certain number of years.
I'm going to tell you this right now. The year that you guys pick does not affect this campaign. It is only affecting the timeline for the next campaign. I just need to know it ahead of time to set up that timeline.
Got it.
Okay. Because my dumbass went pick a time era or something like that. My brain instantly went to the Mesozoic, and I was like, wait, no, I don't think Mesozoic would work unless we're like specifically doing that new dinosaur book that just came out.
Oh God.
So before I realized the limitations were off, I picked 60s because I was just like, do you have any idea how fun it would be to be in the middle of like almost Fallout levels of like an alternate future where everything's
Is it Fallout like it's not 60s.
No.
I thought it was a little Is it 60s?
70s?
I thought it was 70s or so. Like
It's
70s,
around there.
80s.
It's like the swing period. Either way, as
Are you
soon as I
talking about,
realized,
like,
wait,
the Cold War?
Oh, okay.
Cold
I'm
War is like
50s.
50s.
oh, well,
Yeah,
either way,
1950s atomic age.
1947 is when the Cold War started.
I was thinking something close to that, but then as soon as I realized that there was like an opening and it was etc., I was like, my mind immediately went 90s. I want to see a fucking campaign where it's just really early, like mid to late 90s, fucking
We already lived that. Why do you want to relive that?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was. Carry on.
No, go ahead.
I was
not gonna lie. I did partially have the idea pop from my head of like the same as that, like late 90s, mid like early like 2000s, because like, hey, I actually know about that time a little bit.
It would be
and that's
hilarious.
one time frame I wouldn't mind going back to because it was so much easier.
Tamagotchis, Rubik's cubes, everything was randomly had like this very unique shine to it for no reason at all. It was good.
I want to run around on my Heelys.
Yeah, like just the Ranger activates Heelys to slide over to the other side of the combat zone.
Oh, look at this new BlackBerry phone. That's so fucking. Look at these Nokias.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw a fucking Nokia at your face
real quick. Oh, hey, have you heard of the internet?
If you guys want to, I will say whatever you guys pick is the setting for the next campaign. So the weapons will be air accurate, and the technology will be
enough.
air accurate.
I got really excited about the 90s. And then I was like, wait, what about a future campaign?
I mean, I do
Space
love
lasers.
dystopian. I mean, I was thinking, yeah, one for like the sci-fi aspect is really cool, but I also really like dystopian. I like dystopian settings.
I love
Post-apocalyptic
dystopian.
bullshit.
But, like, are we really going to make the dystopian 90s?
It
That
is
was,
an
like, the
alternate
happiest
universe.
period.
It is an alternate universe.
Fair enough. I mean,
Dystopian 90s.
you know,
God.
while I initially went dinosaurs because I like dinosaurs, my later thoughts were maybe late 90s, early 2000s, or future would probably be best.
Me
Because future has
too.
a lot more of a wide range of things, and it's not something that we're used to in D&D either. Considering just about
sci-fi-
everything we do is more medieval, which fair enough.
I mean,
It's a lot of
D&D
fun.
was
That's part
built
of
for
what.
medieval, so
Yeah, exactly.
Sci-fi orcs, we'd just be playing Warhammer at that point, right?
I was just thinking.
So Tux,
fucking hell.
what did you think of?
Oh god, I mean, same as Shadow, it was either like early 2000s, it's not quite 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s, or futuristic.
Late 90s, early 2000s, or the future?
Or like,
How
or
far
like
in the future?
literally like we're talking like 3000 at least.
Year 3000?
Yeah, like
Is
we're
that,
talking.
well, I'm talking about Tux. I'm talking about Tux.
I don't fully know, just like, because if it's future, it's just
like
because
space
future is.
travel. Yeah.
I wasn't fully really for me. I wasn't thinking fully space travel. I mean, if we went that way, we went that way. My brain, whenever I think like future, I quite often go into like dystopian future. So like
Ooh,
post-apocalyptic, kinda, I guess. I
yeah.
don't know, it works a little bit.
I would take a dystopian future.
Okay.
Like,
So, like,
yeah.
semi-modern, but not too far in the future?
Yeah, so like,
That works for me.
what's that game? Is it Horizon New Dawn? The one with everything
Zero
being
Dawn.
robotic? Zero Dawn?
That'll be Horizon Zero Dawn. Amazing fucking game.
I need to play it
Oh,
really bad. But
Winter
I do
needs
know the
to
premise.
finish it.
I know the premise is that there's robots. Everything.
So for Tux, I have late 90s, early 2000s, or semi-modern future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm completely open to if we do go flying through space with lasers. I'm open with that as well. I'm very open to anything. I honestly don't mind. But since I had to pick a time frame or something, then I would kind of pick with along that.
Okay. Shadow, what do you have any specific year in mind, or century, or whatever?
It's exactly the same thing.
As Tux?
Late 90s, early 2000s, or dystopian / space travel future.
I mean, some
Or
space travel futures are dystopian.
It can be. Good example is Destiny,
Mm-hmm.
because everything's kind of fucked. You can travel between the planets and shit. But like,
I mean, Cyberpunk is also dystopian.
I probably won't do like space travel.
That's fine.
Which is fair.
We don't have the correct books for that anyway.
Yeah. And then winter, you said you don't care.
Nope, don't care.
Because I know you said you had a year in mind.
I didn't.
You did. Don't lie.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Sorry,
well,
I didn't.
because when I asked, you said, because when I asked like in DMs, you were like, well, I got the perfect year. or something like
I
that.
did not.
Well, did I misread it, or am I thinking of someone else?
You
You're
might be
probably
thinking
thinking
of.
of me, because when you talked about it, I
I
said I
said, "Oh
picked
God, I
Instinct.
don't know what I'd pick."
Oh, okay. I think I'm remembering Shadow as you.
Yeah, that happens sometimes for whatever reason. People just confuse the two of us.
Ah.
All right. So all three of you can pick between late 90s, early 2000s, or a semi-modern future, or dystopian
I don't care.
future.
I abstain.
Okay,
Okay, then
So-
between
Winter.
Tux and Shadow.
okay. I guess this really comes down to: do we want guns, lasers, or do we want to be like? Seriously, the idea of fucking having combat in Heelys is hilarious to me. Like,
I mean, at this point, it's almost like the novelty gag of 90s kids
we
versus
would have to.
more of a fantasy element.
I
Yeah.
mean, a dystopian 90s, you know. that'd be kinda
Dystopian
interesting.
90s, where a Tamagotchi is actually a serious plot point somehow.
Oh
Weren't
no,
Tamagotchis
Druids.
2000s?
I believe they were 90s as well.
I don't
But I
know.
just thought you could use your Tamagotchi and like whatever creature you have is like your wild shape for fucking druid.
Your magic is tied to the Tamagotchi. You're giving me ideas.
I mean,
You're giving me ideas.
I'm literally right now thinking of Monster. There was a campaign I was watching that was based around Monster of the Week, which is a different gameplay setting. And one of the characters in it literally had like a commando belt of Nokia phones that he used.
Oh my goodness.
It was so fucking funny.
The Tamagotchi was released in Japan on November 23rd, 1996. It officially launched in the United States on May 1st, 1997.
Oh, you're.
So it's still Y2K.
Huh.
Like pre Y2K. So like, yeah, the late 90s, early 2000s era was like this weird, like, just know, dubstep sort of just appeared out of fucking nowhere, and like all sorts of things like that. It was the weird testing phase, because like internet was just starting out. People had no idea what the fuck was going on. People were afraid that things were going to break in 2000 because all the clocks and everything were set to digital now, and they thought it was going to cause like a crash for like the entire infrastructure behind like.
No, it was the Windows incident. Windows didn't have anything past 1999 programmed into their clock.
Yeah, so they thought all the data behind like the banks and everything was going to get completely broken, and like the whole system was going to fall apart. That's what Y2K really boils down to, is they thought there wasn't a contingency to roll over to the next year.
So, you two decide. I guess you three, but Winter doesn't want to partake. So
I'm really heavily leaning towards 90s now because I think it's hilarious. It's like,
But I'm just trying to think of how the fuck that would work in a campaign setting, though.
yeah,
Considering we're doing combat and all that sort of stuff as well.
yeah, but like,
don't
think
worry.
of that.
I'll
like,
make it work.
Gotham City. Like, if this is like a dystopian 90s, I feel like Gotham would be a good like proxy. Like, we're just like vigilantes are running around in like fucking goth gear or whatever. Ooh, scene.
Oh god,
Wait, shit, we're gonna be the same characters though, right? Or no?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah. I
No, you'll well, this next campaign you're making new characters. It's going to be a level 1 through 20
Okay.
campaign.
Tux,
Okay.
I think you and I need to make some scene kids. We need to have like some fucking wild ass hair dye colors. Maybe a little bit of pastel goth.
I'll do another session 0. It'll be a lot shorter than this one because this one was just to get the general gist of what you guys want in a campaign. But
Mhm.
before I start the next one, I'll do another session 0, discuss the campaign setting and rules and stuff. If anything's changed.
I actually don't even mind if firearms aren't allowed in that either. Like, I'm fine with that.
If you pick if there's a century, if you pick a year that had firearms, I'm sticking to what I said. I'm gonna have firearms.
Okay.
It's going to be it's going to be era accurate. So if you pick the 90s, and it is very uncommon for a normal person to have. I'd have to do research, but I don't, because I still need to do research on it. But if it was uncommon for a normal person to be able to get their hands on an assault rifle, you're more likely going to have hunting rifles, pistols, and shotguns.
I will absolutely be fine with a pistol. Hell, I'd take
Am
a
I just
minigun.
Am I just gonna stick? Am I just gonna be my British fucking self and be like, we don't use guns?
I mean, you
You're
can
just running around with a baton.
a knife. You're just shanking people.
I mean, I was just thinking edgy goth kid with their switchblade, considering I've been the edgy goth kid with the switchblade.
My
but wasn't rave such a big thing then as well?
Yes, which is why I was so excited the other night. It looks like it's not dying, at all.
Mhm.
Like, the whole trance scene is still going. That's why I was so yay! Yeah, it's
my character could even know some of the bands I like.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tie your character in the next campaign, not this campaign, the next campaign. This campaign is taking place in BC, before Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and of course, it's still going to be different given the fact that I'm guessing this is the same world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an alternate universe of our Earth.
Okay. Fair enough. So our Earth, but with fucking orcs and tieflings, and would
magic.
there be any well, that would be next campaign anyway. But would there be any racial forbids for the next campaign?
Will there be any racial what?
Forbiddens, you're not allowed to pick X, Y, and Z race for the next campaign, sort of thing.
No.
It'll be the first time I'd be willing to pick a human, I think, ever.
The next campaign, there won't be any restrictions on any classes or any races. The next campaign will be, like I said, if you pick in modern time, everyone will be basically buddy.
Just
equal, pretty much.
Just a heads up, my recording is fucking up really bad right now.
I'm still recording, so I should be good. I just need the first hour and a half from you, though.
Yeah, for the last 2 minutes, it's been skipping 99% of the frame.
Oh, that's fun.
Because the GPU... OBS is using 100% of the GPU for no reason at all. On a still image.
The PNGs are blighting up every now and then.
Yeah, but come on.
So what are we guys picking for the next campaign?
Look, I'd be down to be a vigilante. I'd be down to be someone like Jink or whatever. A little bit rebellious, going around fucking doing shit. I don't mind. I'm currently leaning towards 90s, but I don't mind the prospect of having pew pew laser guns either in the future. So but I am heavily leaning towards 90s right now because I think the gag is just too funny now.
I mean, who's to say 90s there weren't aliens that you got their hands on their guns, you know? Pew, pew.
I mean, it's a fantasy setting, so
that is true. I'm
leaning. Again, I still like dystopian stuff, but like if we are going to go with like a more of a quote unquote 90s vibe, I would personally lean way towards the late stage of the 90s to like the 2000s.
So
Yeah.
late 90s, early 2000s. So like literally 2000.
Yes.
Yeah, kinda.
Hey, except everything has gone to shit.
Oh dear, poor Winter. I know you don't like your. I'm sorry, Winter.
What is Winter now like? What?
I know she has a preference for medieval settings, like more historical
Wait.
settings.
Winter, darling, are you upset with this?
No, I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. Why do you
I
think I
think-
abstained?
I think we can go through this, like, with no, like, I can't say with no issues, but I'm getting heavy, like, sort of Gotham vibes for some reason, but like mixed with like 90s to 2000s era.
Question is,
Okay.
are we going to be a dumb? Are we going to be a group of dumb preteens
You can
or like
pick hold.
mid-teens?
You could pick holds. You are. That for you guys can decide that when the session 0 comes and I describe the campaign a little bit more to you, because I think that campaign is going. I already have the ending already in mind for it. I do think that campaign, because it's going to be a level 1 through 20. It's going to be more of a open world. You're going to be able to.
Okay.
I will allow you to become stupid overpowered in that campaign. And same with
Okay.
this one. If you want to become super overpowered, I will allow it.
Well, if we're starting in the next one, if we are starting at level 1, then it makes sense that we're not knowing jack shit at the beginning anyway, and then finding a way into our power.
Yeah.
But my body's just thinking of those old cheesy movies. I love it.
Dear God, magical Google moment.
I'll discuss that campaign more once we get to that session 0. When we get to that session 0 for that one. But yeah.
Which I was going to ask again. What was the point system we're going to do with this one again? Are we doing the manual, standard, or point by?
I was going to ask that before we completely ended because we still haven't picked.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards standard or rolled because
I'm leaning towards standard or point.
All
right, what is Winter leaning towards?
What I always do, standard.
Okay, so Shadow said standard or rolled. You said standard or point, and Winter said standard. So it's going to be standard.
Okay, so we're going to do standard, right? Oh, I no longer have my level, my 13 in dexterity, my 15. Oh well.
I've already finished because I figured.
I mean, yeah.
I can, if you want, I can do it per character. That's up to all of you.
Things for you. I mean, that complicates things for you, and it can make things very unbalanced.
Yes, it can. That's why I don't want to do it, but I will if you all want to. But
you know,
I think it's fair not to. If we'd rather do other things.
Evil with a high charisma. This should be fun.
I'm just stupid. Don't worry about it. I'm very I have lots of wisdom. I'm just very dumb.
Intelligence -5.
Let's not make concentration my dumb stat. Let's make. Can't remember. No, wisdom's for tracking, so I don't want that to be stat.
So, 2000 is the year.
Is this really going to? Why is strength always my dumb stat?
Because you never pick a martial that uses strength. Apparently, I guess.
Virian's literally a werewolf, so I guess actually his strength is really high. So that's just. I don't want intelligence to be my dump stat because it's intelligence and it's tied to more than
it's okay, just be dumb with me.
I mean, we could be idiots together.
I think we're all going to be stupid because I'm putting us straight up into strength.
Are you going Barb? Or what are you going?
I'm thinking fighter, maybe subclass into barb. I
Okay.
wouldn't mind raging as well as being like fighter stuff. And then as well, if I'm looking at the new set of rules, there's other stuff that I need to also think of because I've not played with any of the new era rules.
I was trying to look into that. Apparently, in D&D 1, they tried to shift Ranger from a sort of all-rounder to a single target fighter. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pick new or old, especially when I go to make the homebrew. If I do, because I don't know which one I want to base it on. Because
I will say I did base it. So the levels are based off of 5.5 for the
Okay.
custom subclasses. Though I would assume they're the same for like when you gain your subclass features. I think they're the same
Yeah.
for 5e as well.
Now, of course, what I did read was based off of a couple of opinions on it, but apparently, yeah, apparently it's a very they significantly overhauled the original version to be shifted more towards a like really really heavy single target header. So the thing is, Ranger has traditionally always been one of the best subclass, like one of the best classes in the game. Surprisingly, it's just not many people liked to play it because it was pretty much just pew pew every turn. It was just consistent DPS and didn't have much um in way of like
I was looking at Ranger. I think it's 5.5 or it might be 5. There's a feat or a subclass feature that lets you shoot your arrows around walls.
Yep.
yeah that track. It basically I would say Fighter and Ranger suffered from roughly the same thing, at least in the core gameplay, which is they did their job exclusively. Like they went up, did DPS. Now, certain subclasses of fighter mitigated that by making them have like cool things they could do, champion or whatever, where they could use like these like uh superiority die to do various things. But like most of what Ranger did was like you do this, maybe get like a nice little companion that helps you do damage sometimes, or like what I'm getting at is I think they were trying to make Ranger more than just you just do damage. It's like they were trying to make it more interesting, like more niche, like single target. But
Oh,
I
by
don't
the way, do any of you want companions? They cannot be used in combat. They're just there for RP reasons.
know. Maybe. Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course,
So
Winter would.
I do have restrictions on the companions for this campaign. You can have wolves, dire wolves, imps, crows.
Okay.
Basically, they cannot be used in combat. They're just there for RP reasons. Like if you're
I want a
alone,
crow named
you're not
Feathers.
So if I was to quote unquote do it for if I wanted to use my pet, my companion in combat, I wouldn't actually be using them in combat. I'd be roleplay saying, I slash with this, but with my extra attack, my wolf comes in and rips their throat out, sort of bullshit.
alone.
So that way it's just roleplay, they're not actually doing an attack, it's my attack.
It's flavor.
I might allow it because at that point I would have to kind of put your companion in the combat as a potential target.
Mm.
Because my idea was you start combat, they cower away.
Fair enough.
They're house pets.
They're just there to be your companion. They're to
I mean, we can.
basically they can, like, if you have a wolf and you're sleeping, they can be used as your watch as well.
They watch us with that. They're no, I just got a fucking Christmas song stuck in my head. They sit back and watch the camp for us.
Yeah, like they're just there when they're like, if you really want to, you can, but I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't want them to be included in combat.
That's
I
fair.
mean, that's fair. That's fair, and I respect that.
Like,
I'm
you
gonna have
can,
to do a
like,
side by side.
if you really want, you can have it be like, oh, you know, if you have a pet wolf, they're cowering behind your legs, and you can have it be like they slash in fear at the enemy, but you're in front, and
Mm-hmm.
and that way, you know, any attack that could go for it would only go for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I can flavor it that way. You just
Or just have it run away after the roleplay flavor of the attack, so it's out of the area. I mean,
yeah, that's fine.
all I was saying would be roleplay flavor. If it's hard for you to do that, then I don't mind avoiding that.
Yeah, because my only thought for it was just, you know, if you're alone or to watch the camp while you're sleeping or something, you know, you have a companion.
No, that's fair. That is fair.
They're not big enough to be ridden on, by the way. They're just, you know.
I want an albino raven called Feathers or Crow.
Though if you, I will say, if you go the ranger subclass I created and you pick a crow, that crow will technically be one of the crows that are fighting with you, as long as
Yes.
you're using the crow abilities.
I saw that was potentially going to be the.
Yeah, you can have an imp, you can have a direwolf or a wolf or a crow. But other than that, that was everything. I'm sorry I took 3.5 hours.
We had a lot to go over, and we had a lot of laughs while doing so as well.
I didn't hear the last bit of it, what you said.
We had a lot of laughs while we were doing it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm.
Uh,
Let's just level to 20 so
Are
I can
there-
see all.
are there any questions at all from anything I've said today? You can ask it now. You can ask it in DMs later if you think of one as well.
Besides, like, off the top of my head, not particularly. Mostly, it's just me wanting to fill in general lore and story that we would know. Which you're gonna have your the stuff you're gonna link us to anyway, right? So
Yeah, so during sessions I'll have notes of what you've done. So as the session's going on, I'm gonna try and keep notes of everything that happened. There will be, so I'll try to keep live notes, but what will most likely happen is I'll just end up going back through the VOD and just taking notes that way. And then you'll have the notes on the GitHub, my GitHub, for the next session.
I tend to try to take notes as well during sessions as is. I was more referencing prior campaign back lore and knowledge and stuff.
I will describe that on session 1
Okay.
because I still got to create it.
Yeah, because I'm from what I'm gathering, we are just in general at war. I'm gathering we're trying to take over things to some extent.
You're yeah. So all you know basically is you're at war with the humans,
Okay.
and you are on a quest to awaken your king, the king you worship, from death.
Okay. Yeah, so
And
character motivation is that. Good to know.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was trying
Yeah,
to figure.
you could almost say it's almost a religious incentive. Like, I'm not saying it's the same thing, but like your upbringing is like this is like your
I guess
this
you
is
could
like
say.
your like
I, ge-
this is your purpose in life is to
I-
raise this king.
I guess you could. I guess you could say that. I guess you could say it's a religious thing. It's more of a war thing, though. It's like win the war at all costs, even if it's victory after defeat.
Okay.
I mean,
So never
weren't the orcs being bred kind of just as like tools? Like our only purpose is to fight this. So
Yeah, you're basically, you can be smart, if you want. It's just, you were born in the conflict. One of
Yeah.
the main thing you taught or learned is how to fight.
Okay, so just completely off topic.
Yes.
Apparently one of the rogue subclasses you can just become Gwen or Spider-Man.
Yes,
What?
that's one of the ones I want to use, and I'm so annoyed that I can't with one of Winter's campaigns.
Is it a
There is
5e?
a for the
I-
5.5e there is a rogue subclass called the Arachnist or
Oh,
something like that,
Arachnoid
and you
stalker.
literally get web slinging Spider-Man abilities.
what the?
It's one of the kind of novelty subclasses they have. That's from the same book, Valda's Tower or something. I can't remember what it's called, but
Mason Press. So yeah, it's probably Valda's Spire of something.
yeah, Valder, yes, Spire some. There was a lot of jokey subclasses in that one. One of those subclasses were Warlock with yourself as the patron. Your future self is your patron, so
Which
you already
I
know stuff because
really
your patron is you. Another
Yeah.
subclass was the Paladin has a literal college frat bro subclass where you can get everyone fucking drunk with your ability. It's so fucking stupid.
Dang. Yeah, in
And
Dragonfire,
and
the closest thing I can do to like a Spider-Man is like I can hang from a ceiling in my next level. On my next level, I can climb walls and hang from ceilings on my next level.
yeah, the rogue with that subclass literally can web sling without gaining opportunity attacks. They can do web climb up walls, and it's just fucking insane. And I
like I
had a silk weaver that I wanted to use and have that subclass with. And I also had a
Well,
Simic hybrid I wanted to play at one point that had that subclass.
I
But
am
they
allowing
originally
multi-classing, so if you really wanted to,
it wouldn't be for this campaign, but no, because I do have characters that I had worked on before, and originally that book is actually supposed to be for the 2014 rules. It really is actually for the 2014 rules,
no, is it really?
but D&D Beyond has fucked over the creators and have made it for the new rules.
Yep.
So
They did that with 2 or 3 different things at least.
yes,
Where
which is annoying.
and
So now I can
the
only play
authors were
that
like,
subclass.
"Hey, we want this for 5 specifically," and they're like, "Okay, we're making it for 5.5 instead."
Yep, which is a
I'm like,
lot.
"Wait, what? No!" And they
Mhm.
wanted to get the popular stuff on the system, and then they did a bait and switch to try to promote D&D 1.
Yeah, which really shitty on their point of view.
Did you hear what they're
Yeah.
doing with D&D? WotC? Hasbro? What they want to do with D&D?
No.
No.
I heard they want to turn it into a subscription service.
Yep.
The moment they
I mean,
do
if
that,
we
the
wanted to
moment
do
they're
that
gonna
for
lose
years,
they're gonna lose everyone basically.
Pathfinder
Like,
is going to become very popular, more than it is
well,
already.
I'll put it to you this way: a lot of people were fine with Adobe until they turned it into a subscription model, and then suddenly Adobe became the worst, like the most hated company for like years.
It's
Like,
not gonna make it popular. It's gonna ruin it. It will
No.
actually end D&D. People will jump off of it faster than faster than fleas on a dog that just had a bath.
yeah, people don't like being ripped off like that. Subscription models do not belong in things like this. When you buy something,
It should be yours.
you should own it.
True.
Like, you paid for it.
Just like how Logitech wanted to have a subscription model for their mice.
Yeah, they like even modeling programs do this, and like it's like, wait a second. Since when did it become conditional to pay for this every year for the chance that you're going to update the program and give me new features? What if I just want to use the program? The one that I've been using for years. Like, yeah,
I remember when a
TV
company made a PCs a subscription service where you could subscribe, pay monthly, and have a PC.
Ah.
Yeah, that didn't go
Oh, no,
well
we
for them. Oh,
we lost Tux.
TuxCon. That didn't go well for them. A lot of people stole their PCs and didn't pay.
Uh, well, Arachnoid Stalker is starting to look pretty good to me. I oh my god, a Kobold Arcane Trickster.
She must have either lost power or lost internet because she's completely offline.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Okay, I guess we can discuss
the session
later.
did. I'm already done with session 0. Like I've gone through all of the talking points already. So
Yeah,
we're
Winter
just
and I
kind
need
of
to go
talking.
anyway. So
That's fine.
like right now, basically.
Yeah, go shop.
Hopefully the laundry's done. Winter.
It's been done.
Okay,
I just haven't grabbed it.
okay, can you get that please?
Okay, I'm gonna
And
end my.
what's the point? It's we only have 30 minutes.
That's enough time.
Mm,
I don't care. We need food.
Go
I
get
wanted to
food.
go more than 20 minutes ago.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
End your recording and give me the hour and a half.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, I can just give you the